that we are in Skullport. Starting the last session, the group arrived after leaving the group of hobgoblins and so forth on the previous level, accompanied by your new friend Marta. You headed down to Skullport through Shadow Pass, avoiding the shadows, welcomed by the Flaming Skull, and then there was a kind of a barricade, kind of a group of soldiers or thugs, really kind of guarding the entrance, who basically shook down Cam to since Cam was wanted. Moon is still in disguise as Lady Moon, so less happened with that, but Cam kind of had to pay for safe passage into the city, otherwise being taken to the Xanathar's Guild. In the city, you delivered your message at the Flagon and Dragon Tavern. You were introduced to a Harper agent. You met with a kind of a wily old woman who helped Cam disguise herself, as well as transport away the other prisoner that you had with you, the lamplighter from Waterdeep. With all of that, you also went to find some more information over at the let's see, what was it called? The Black Tankard. Yeah, the Black Tankard, where Red, you ran into an old friend who was working over at Wug's Necessities, and Aaran, you ran into a lovely young halfling woman, or not halfling, tiefling woman, sorry, who you have a date with. So that's what you know about that. You would have gone to see Marta as well, who kind of invited herself along on the date.
I invited her.
You invited her. It's true. Yeah, she suggested she would be up for your evening of excitement. And kind of the last thing we saw was let's see, Cam. I think the inn that you would have found, there's a place called the Raging Bull, which like feels not only thematically appropriate somehow, but also would be fairly nearby to a lot of this. So the Raging Bull is kind of over down this way over here.
Did she grab her clothes after the suggestion spell, or did she just leave immediately?
I think you would have had a chance to read or to grab your clothes.
Grab my things. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't think you're just like walking out naked. I think you're just
okay.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
I mean, you can if you want to. That's up to you.
It's Skullport. I think I'll grab my stuff.
Fair. So, I think we kind of need to leave. We need to find out what happens with Aaran here, I think, briefly. I think we have to find out just a little bit how this goes, and just a little bit with what happens with the Blueberry here as well. So, Aaran, you had gone back up to the Harper hangout. That's kind of when all this stuff with Cam / Blueberry was going on. Because Marta basically convinced her through some suggestion spell to leave leave the place, and that you were hers tonight. Now, of course, if concentration breaks on that, then Cam, you can obviously do whatever, but at least for the next 8 hours, you're dispersed. So that's where we left off. So Fenris and And Moon, you both kind of missed all of that fun last time. But so Ron, I would say you would be leaving the Harper area and heading over to the inn to meet up with your assignations for the evening. So let's see. I think this is where Cam would have told you to meet. So the Raging Bull, just so you know a little bit about what this place is, this used to be a very tasteful sort of inn that kind of with the spell plague and everything that happened, it got a little damaged. The reason it's called the Raging Bull is because there is a dead skeleton of a minotaur, kind of in one of those cages hanging from the ceiling. That skeleton is kind of like hanging right near the entryway of this place, and it got its name from that. It is, it's not.
Well, that sounds like it should be the undead bull, not the skeleton bull.
Yeah. But other than that, like the rooms are fairly nice. It's reasonably discreet for Skullport. It's kind of out of the way a little bit, so you would kind of head over that way, I guess, for the evening. Where would Blueberry be headed during all of this, Cam?
The suggestion was just to leave, yeah?
Yeah.
I
mean, we didn't carefully word craft it. That was the intent.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, she was pretty flustered with that 31 deception check.
It was really good. Yeah.
I think she'll just, I don't know. She was told to leave, but not exactly where to go. So I think after spending the whole day invisible and hiding out, she's gonna make a lot of bad choices and push the limits of this disguise. So
okay, all right.
So, I mean, if she could stick around the same venue, then she will. She'll just go out in the common room and. Sorry, the puppy can't see very well, so she is barking at shadows.
Yeah, so this place is specifically an inn. Like, it does not have a tavern really connected to it.
Oh, okay. Then she'll just go to the nearest tavern.
All right. Let's see. I think probably. Let me see what the closest place would be for you. Well, there's a couple of options that you could do. There is a tavern. There's a tavern not too far from you. Well, there's the Flagon and Dragon. That's probably the closest. That's where you went before that you kind of were ushered out of because you were a little bit loud about things. If you don't want to go back there, to the north, there would be the Hellhound's Muzzle.
That sounds like a good place to go.
Yeah.
The Hellhound's Muzzle. That's where I'm going to go.
All right. I'm going to throw in, there's also a place called the Throne Gauntlet that is just kind of on any street that you would take out of here. You probably would have seen this earlier. This would be the local kind of like fighting pit place. So I'm just throwing that out there as a place as well. Especially here at night, it would be incredibly hopping if you were to pass by.
Yeah, I think I want to go to that place then.
All right. The Throne Gauntlet it is.
Okay.
All right. Let me.
Is the place Aaran went to, is that like on the first floor or the second level?
Yeah, it is definitely on the first floor here.
Okay.
So, yeah. Where is everyone else for the evening? Well, I just want to kind of know where everyone is here. Where would like Red? Would you be tagging along with Aaran?
Probably not, unless he wants me there. I mentioned to you last week that I'm probably gonna go steal some shit.
Okay, yeah. So you're kind of out on the town. All right. So we're just gonna say you're well, we'll get to that.
Yeah, later. Sure.
All right. Fenris, is there anything that you would be doing for the evening? You were kind of offered free room and board at the Harper's place, but if there's something that you want to do for the evening here in town, you can absolutely do stuff.
I really don't have any business, so I would probably just go.
Okay, yeah, so you're hanging out there. All right. Fair. So you're up like on the third floor. Up at that stuff. I'll just move you to the stairwell for now. And Moon, you had been helping Cam with her disguise, which has gone very well. That was kind of where we left things for you. Is there anything you would kind of be doing? Would you be hanging out? I mean, like, I think I don't know if you would have gone with Cam to the assignation with Aaran. So is there something you would have been doing for the evening?
No, I don't think so. I probably would have been with Fenris at the Harper hideout.
Okay, so the two of you over at the hideout. Perfect. All right. Let's jump back over to Aaran then. Let's start there. Aaran, heading into the Raging Bull, you would kind of know what the room number was and that kind of thing. You would head up, and Marta would be there in the room waiting for you. There is no sign of Blueberry.
All right. So as I make my way up, I would have my gear for my little ritual that I was gonna do. So I've got whips, I've got candles, and
Incense.
I've got incense. I've got handcuffs. Oh, I have my manacles. Yeah, that's what I have, and I have my oil as well.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, opening the door,
I'll just knock on the door.
Yeah, she'll open it. Wearing very, very little, and just kind of smiling at you and welcoming you in. Would you? Yeah.
Melody, you're here.
She's going to smile. She's going to say, "Of course, I said I would be."
I'll look around the room. What does the room look like?
I mean, this is just. I mean, it's a pretty standard room. There's a bed. There's probably some kind of like chest of drawers and a mirror on it and that kind of thing. There's a window, but like the curtains are pulled closed on it. That sort of thing.
You must have met Blueberry already. Is she here?
She's gonna kind of put on like a little pout, and she's going to say, "Unfortunately, Blueberry had to leave. She said she couldn't stay."
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's just gonna nod.
Well, that's okay. You can always worship Ilmater on your own terms. Can I come in?
She'll but of course, like, step aside so you can come in.
All right, so I guess the ritual's just us two then.
She'll definitely give a smile and kind of like close the door as you step in, and like maybe that's kind of like where we fade out. How intense is this ritual? Like, what sort of level would you say this is going to be?
Well, he's going in with the intention of actually doing a ritual to Ilmater. Yeah. So he would, because she doesn't know how to set up anything, he would put the candles in like a circle with a bowl in the middle, and then I guess using the oil, he'll draw some symbol for Ilmater in it, and then he'll start taking off his armor. As clothes, and then he'll tell Marta, well, so there are two ways to do this ritual. Usually I do it myself, so I have to sit in the middle and I just hit myself on the back. with a whip. The reason why you want to do it with someone else is because it's a lot easier to have someone else whipping you instead. Since you are a new worshipper of Ilmater, should I show you how the ritual goes?
She's kind of watching you for a minute. Cam. Okay, so let's jump over to Cam really briefly. Cam, I think you are over at the Throne Gauntlet. You have kind of wandered over there, and you've probably been watching fights. This place is rowdy, and like there's betting going on.
Are there any rules for these fights? Are they?
It is pretty much like there's so kind of the way this is set up. There's kind of like a small sand-floored fighting ring in the middle of the common room. There's drinking kind of all around it. So the betting, the house controls the betting, but basically as far as the fights go, it's whatever the participants agree to. And they'll take a cut of the purse or that kind of thing. So like people are can be talked into like all kinds of like crazy stupid fights. Usually it's not to the death, but that can happen here. Yeah. So what would like how involved do you want to get in this? Like, are you here just to kind of like watch and observe, or are you like getting into this?
Oh, my intention was to find an underdog fighter, and basically offer them an opportunity to juice up essentially during their next fight. Okay,
yeah. So there's probably not a lot of magic here, but like that doesn't mean it's disallowed or anything like that. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like the dirtier the fight, probably the happier everybody is.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I think this would be definitely something where.
Well, how tough is this fighter? I'm looking for somebody similar to my level. Is there anybody like that, or are these more basic people?
I think so. Most of the people here. Let me see who we got. Let's see. So I think you're going to see that there are probably 3 or 4 fighters here. A bunch of them are just kind of like common folk. Like that's most of what's going on. Just like standard common folk. There's a couple of people here. I would say that there's one that probably has like the stats of a gladiator. There is a minotaur basically. Who'd be kind of hanging out. He's like super battle scarred, and then this human guy who would be basically like the equivalent of a gladiator, who is like he's kind of the house champion. He's the one who would like take on kind of all comers kind of thing. Those are probably the 2 best looking fighters here. Everybody else, like there might be some other people if you try to like seek them out or whatever, but that's kind of what you're seeing. Those are kind of the ones that stand out especially.
I see. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna ask how you register for a fight.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's pretty easy. There's like this place is set up for this. So I mean, all you have to do is kind of like let any of the servers know that you want to get on the list, and they'll get you set up for it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna say, good evening. I am new in town and would like to fight. They call me Blueberry, and I will take on any challengers. Look at these guns. And no, guns are illegal in Sword Coast, but look at these things. I show them my noodle arms, so that they know exactly what they're working with.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, like they're kind of looking, and like I think the fight organizer would just kind of be like, yep, and like like interested in what you have to offer. Just kind of like, all right, well, what do you have to offer here? You strong, fast. What kind of fighter you are?
I'm a shapeshifter.
Oh yeah, all right, yeah, excellent. Well, anybody in particular you want to fight? We got the house.
I'll be honest. If you'd like, we could run a scam tonight. You can really downplay my abilities, and then I turn it into something real big, and just fuck him up.
Mm-hmm. He's just gonna kind of nod at that.
Mm-hmm. Listen, I am entertainer, so you tell me what you need, and I'll make it happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's gonna kind of nod. He's gonna say, well, yeah, depending on what your skill level is, we got a couple of people that you could fight tonight. We got the house fighter. You could go up against. We can. He's gonna kind of like gesture over at the Minotaur. He's gonna say,
"Is that Il Ravager over there? I've heard of him."
He's gonna laugh. He's gonna say, they call him Broken Horn, because he kind of gestures, and like you see, the Minotaur has like a horn.
Erectile dysfunction. Yes, I understand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there is. He's gonna kind of look. He's gonna say, "There's a couple of other new fighters. I don't know much about them. If you wanna try to fight one of them, we can do that."
Yes. Do you want this to be an honest fight, or does House want to make some extra money that maybe they kick some blueberries way? I am new in town, and need the money.
Yeah, he's gonna smile. He's gonna say, "Well, the house always likes to win." He's gonna say, just kind of spread his arms. He's gonna say, "Of course, our patrons they expect the gambling here to be on the up and up, so we have to maintain that facade. You understand?"
Mm-hmm.
He's just gonna kind of look at you. He's gonna say, "I mean, if you want to go up against the house fighter, all I got to know is which one of the two of you are gonna take a dive. We can make that happen."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Has Hell's Fighter ever fought? They call him Dinosaur.
Yeah, he's gonna shake his head. Nope, that would be a new one.
Yeah, do you think that would be pretty cool? See Dinosaur?
Yeah, he'll smile. He's like, yeah, we've heard of those thunder lizards from Cholt here. Certainly.
Listen, I can keep form longer if they don't actually hurt me. So what about I fight Minotaur and House Champion same time as Dinosaur? We pretend to fight for a while. I fuck them up pretty bad, but then in the end they win, as House Champions do.
Yeah, he's gonna nod. He's gonna say, yeah, that'll work. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the two of them can fight
afterwards. If you need the music, I can perform for you. And you like some of the more Eastern music, I can do that for you.
Yeah, he'll just still nod. Yeah, sure. Dinosaur playing music. I haven't seen that before.
Yes. You can introduce me as an adventurer from Cholt who was bit by dinosaur, became were-dinosaur.
Yeah, he's kind
of. You can simply just say mysterious shapeshifter, downplay it, make sure you get lots of bets, and then House can win. I don't know. It's however you want to gamble. I help you.
Yeah, he'll kind of take all this down and kind of nod and kind of get the plan of action together. He'll kind of get the information between.
Can I briefly meet with the fighters at a time, or would that be bad? Is there like a backstage area where the people can't see that we're talking out our strats? Or
no, like that would be kind of bad form.
Okay.
Yeah, like this is kind of all open, so like you're at one table,
right.
like they're kind of
as
off
long
in their
as
corners.
He in his way lets his peeps know that every time they hit me, dinosaur could go away. So if they really want to play it up, like don't hurt the dinosaur.
Yeah. He's gonna kind of let them know what is going on, and he'll come back in a little bit, and he'll just kind of let you know that the fight is all arranged and that they have agreed to go like a couple 2-3 rounds. with you, kind of without landing any good punches.
Mhm.
As long as you're not like going crazy on them. Like if you mess them up too much, then they're going to start fighting back, kind of thing.
I will use regular dinosaur attacks, nothing fancy.
Yeah. So yeah, they'll kind of get the bout set up. And I guess we can kind of do that.
Okay.
Yeah, so that would be going on, and that's going to take a little bit of time to kind of organize. Yeah. So let's see. I think I'm just going to go ahead and pull over a couple of tokens here because get those squared up. Red. Well, while I'm getting this set up, tell me a little bit about like what sort of thing you'd be interested in burgling tonight. What you are after.
Well, actually, I was thinking about going and talking to Old Snog about it. See if he knows of any particular people who could stand to lose a little. Yeah, because he's local, so.
Yeah. Okay. If you head over to so kind of as the evening is drawing to a close, you would head kind of over back to Wug's Necessities, and Snog would be over there, kind of closing up, like they're kind of shutting down for the evening. But yeah, you'd be able to find him over there, still.
Okay.
If you might be like waiting outside and like kind of as they close down the business for the evening, like he'll come out and maybe you're kind of waiting for him, sort of thing. He would just kind of see you and be like, "Hey," and kind of like come over to you and kind of like put an arm around you again.
Yeah. Absolutely. Hey, Snog, I got this. You know me. I got this itch, and I'm in a new town, and I gotta steal something from someone. But I don't want to make too many enemies yet. We just got here. Do you know, maybe there's like, some aristocrat, or I guess I would like to know a little bit from you more about the town, like who the big top dogs are here.
Yeah. Let's see. He is going. I need him to make a roll, I guess, to see what he knows. Let me see. This is going to be. I think this is just a wisdom check to see what he knows. He's gonna kind of think a little bit. He's just gonna say, "Well, robbing here in Skullport could be dangerous. There's lots of robbers, but he'll just kind of gesture around. Lots of businesses here, and he'll just kind of gesture like down the row here to the south, and he'll kind of say, lots of them keep things inside. And he'll kind of think for a minute. He'll say, there's a few houses as well, and he'll kind of just gesture like back over kind of like where in the general direction, like where Marta's house and stuff like that. He'll just kind of shrug. I don't know any in specific that would be good. And he's going to kind of look at you and he's going to say, just leave Wugs alone.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No worries there. Is there a thieves guild in the town?
He's gonna kind of laugh. He's gonna say, no thieves guild, just the Xanathar's guild.
All right, so they've just completely taken over, huh?
Yeah, he'll nod.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna perk up at that. He's gonna say, you could go out to the island and meet with them. They are out. Like he'll kind of gesture down to the south, like past the dock, where there's a big fortress just out in the middle of the water. He's just going to say, that's where the Xanathar's guild is headquartered. You could go out there and see if you could meet with them. They might have work for you. Or, and he's just gonna like get his eyes, maybe you could steal from them. Again, 6 wisdom, not his best.
No, it's good. I guess I'll explain. Well, a couple of my newer friends aren't too hot with the Xanathar's Guild, and I feel like maybe I shouldn't rile them up. And he'll point to one of the wanted posters that it's all around.
Oh yeah, he's gonna look at one of those and he's gonna say, "You know one of the people on those?" He's gonna look at you. He's gonna say, "I bet the Xanathar's Guild would pay a lot of money if you could bring them one of those people."
Maybe. Okay. The next thing I'll ask him if any of the people he mentioned might be some good targets. They're the name wizards. They have magic defenses because magic is bullshit.
Yeah, he's gonna nod. Magic's the worst. He's just gonna pound his fist together. He's like, "I just want to hit things. That makes it better."
Yeah. Okay. Well, if he doesn't have any specific target that he thinks, then
yeah, he would. With a 6, unfortunately, he does not.
Okay. Healing from the Xanathars, though. So that's the cutoff part of this map down here. Is this bridge that goes to the island?
Yeah. So across the bridge there is a large island that very very fortified. Like it's got towers. It's basically like a keep out there, right? Like it's not. It's a very fortified looking place. You can see. Like there are like mangonels and crossbows and just big siege weaponry and that kind of thing set up, ballistas on the towers. It's got lights kind of all around it to kind of watch for intruders. The pathway kind of leading up to it is a little bit broken. It's obvious like some stone has like fallen and kind of broken the pathway, and there's just like this large gate that is closed. There's a guard posted at the gate across the bridge.
I'll ask him again. Is anything living in the water over there?
He'll shrug. He'll just say, "I mean, probably not. Fish. They fish there sometimes."
Oh, wait, we can cut away to someone else. I'm just thinking about
all
what
right.
he's doing next.
Yeah.
Thank you, though. That was good.
So yeah. All right. Well, I'm actually going to jump back to Cam just because I just want to see here. Cam, you're going to get into the ring. I guess they're going to announce you and the other fighters. They'll kind of announce you as a mysterious figure and fighter from the dark island of Chult kind of thing. Like it's moderately racist, like the way they introduce you, and they are going to then kind of announce.
So is there like some tribal drum beats and all
there's
that jazz? Okay,
totally.
Yeah, so I'll just throw out Wakanda Forever, just to kind of play into it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Like they are. They have no subtlety about this. And then they're going to announce the Minotaur. He'll enter the ring and.
This is big. This is big size Minotaur, not Ravnica version. This is the regular one.
Yeah, this is the regular. And then the house fighter is going to step into the ring to large applause. Like it's obvious that he very rarely loses.
Do I look pretty small compared to these two, or?
Definitely, yeah. You just, I mean, like you look like a little tiefling girl, right? Like that's kind of, I mean, like normal sized tiefling. But
wearing
I mean,
a dress too. Wearing a dress too as part of the disguise. Yeah.
Yeah, and like people are just like laughing and like they're calling for bets and like obviously everybody, yeah. And like can I
use thaumaturgy to WWE talk this shit up?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. She like presses her finger against her throat to thaumaturgy, and then she tries to get the attention of everybody in the house. She says,
I mean, thaumaturgy will do that.
Yeah, I hear your laughter. I hear you chuckle when you see these tiny blue muscles. But let me tell you a story. A story of a young girl who was raised in the jungles of Jolt. In that jungle, she had no one except herself. Every day was kill or be killed. There was a creature that walked on two legs like a man, but only knew one thing, his hunger. I confronted this beast and took its power for myself. You see, only the blue flesh that contains its rage. Before you place your bets, you should think very hard about where your money is going, and if you'll ever see it again.
Like people kind of like some people are kind of like booing and yeah, like whatever.
This is blue person.
Yeah, exactly. And like they're collecting bets and that kind of thing. And the announcer is gonna kind of like yell out, kind of like when you're done, and he's gonna say, he's just gonna yell, "That's right, everyone! Not only is she blue, but she's a shapeshifter." And like as she said, everybody kind of goes like, "Oh," kind of when like you did a fancy speech, and he kind of throws it in, and that like the betting intensifies, and like there's kind of like the all bets ready, and like it's like round one, get ready, fight. And like the bell rings, and the Minotaur and the Gladiator kind of approach. The Gladiator has a like a shield in one hand and a spear in the other. The Minotaur has this huge great axe that kind of like lowers its head, and it's about ready to charge at you. We're not going to roll into initiative unless you really want to fight this thing out.
Oh no, I was going to wait for them both to close, and then cast Polymorph Self and turn into a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah. That's totally what happens. Like they're gonna kind of like bum rush you, and you just wrecks up. You are suddenly the world's largest dinosaur in an inn or in a building. And like as that happens, like people just kind of like start yelling. You can see like people are like rushing away from the edge of the ring to like like this is causing a little bit of pandemonium. And like these guys kind of like stop short as they run at you and kind of go into like a defensive stance.
Yeah, and hopefully they're down for this because T-Rex does an assload of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the T-Rex would can bite one opponent and tail attack the other, and whoever it bites is grappled.
Yeah,
and restrained.
I'm giving you control over the T-Rex here.
Oh, okay. I mean, if you just, I mean, again, she's just here for entertainment purposes, WWE style.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I think this is definitely like they're not going to resist too hard.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you're gonna start damaging them and stuff. So I think this fight is
like
going
gladiator fighting. Like we're it's real, but it's not deadly kind of thing.
Yeah. Like everybody knows, like this is a show, not a. All right. So that's kind of what's going on over there. Let's jump back over to Aaran and Marta. So Marta is watching you set all this up, and like you're explaining Aaran how all of this works, and she's kind of like nodding along, and like I would imagine you're only like partially paying attention to her, like mostly you're working on putting together the preparations for your evening of rituals. She is realizing that you really intended this to be a ritual and not happy fun times for her.
Well, I will be, as I'm setting up the ritual, I'm going to be explaining things like, so as a follower of Ilmater, we have a lot of things we need to keep in mind. Suffering is something that we must go through so that others do not have to go through the same pain. I hope that you are prepared. Maladi, And I'm gonna look at her, and I'm gonna think about it for a second, and I'm gonna put away the cat of nine tails. I'm gonna say, perhaps we should use something a little smaller for you. And I'll take out a normal whip, and I'll say, it won't hurt, at least not too much. For new followers to the church, we like to keep things light, but
Yeah, you gotta ease
I
them into
will.
it.
Yeah. I'll guide you through it.
I want him to leave on the first session.
So if you could kindly take off your robes.
Yeah, okay, she would. And you know what? I think, man, I'm trying to decide like how she wants to play this. Because it's definitely like,
You got much more than you bargained for.
yeah, okay. So I think she is going to drop concentration on suggestion on Cam. So Cam, you are in the middle of the ring, fighting these creatures, when suddenly the impulse to leave, the decision to leave, is gone, and like suddenly, like you know you could go back, kind of thing. You were no longer being banished from the room with Aaran. Secondly, she is going to cast suggestion again on Aaran. Aaran, will you go ahead and let's see here. I believe.
I just want to point out that this is why in the Harry Dresden universe, necromancy is not illegal, but enchantment charm school is illegal.
Yeah, we make
rape.
Yeah, we make a wisdom save.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see your post on Reddit tomorrow, Terry. So.
Aaran will save from this.
Nice.
Do I know that she casted it?
I think what she's going to say is, let's see. It really doesn't say. So like,
No,
like,
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you would know specifically. But what you do know is like she says something like that sounds interesting and all, but maybe I should be in charge tonight. Or something
No.
kind of like that.
No. You are a new follower of Ilmater, but if you are uncertain of how this happens, I can show you, and you can be the first one to do the whipping. I'll give you an example, and then we'll move on from there. Would you like that?
She looks very doubtful. But yeah, she'll go along with that.
This lady is super high level, by the way, because that's a lot of third level spell slots she's burning.
Yeah.
So so I'm gonna kneel in the center, and I'm gonna hand her the cat of nine tails, and I'm gonna just say, so when I start praying, all you have to do is just keep whipping me, and I'm gonna make it through my prayer, and that's about it. That's all we have to do. Got that?
Yeah, she's gonna start on that.
Okay, here's the conundrum I'm having.
What is Cam doing? Tell me about Cam for a minute.
This is not wild shape, so I have a higher wisdom as a dinosaur than I do as myself. That's kind of sad, but I have a significantly lower intelligence score. So I don't know if I would have the wisdom to stay and finish the fight here, and basically stay out of trouble, or if I would be super dumb, and what was cruising in the back of my mind this whole time is that bitch fucking outbarded me. And if I would just like glass golem through the wall and start making my way back over there as a freaking T-Rex.
Yeah, what's it gonna be?
God, man.
I think that would be amazing. But I also think
I think that might be the end of my character, though.
maybe
If yeah, I don't think
we want to
the
get to level
skulls.
4 tonight, hopefully.
Yeah, so I will let the dice decide. If it's 11 or higher, I will. No, I don't want to die. If I flee from here, I would be attacked by all these people. I am going to finish what I started.
Finish the
But
fight.
I will remember what happened here.
It's,
But truthfully, as a T-Rex, I'm probably using every ounce of my walnut brain to stay on script and not actually kill these men.
all right.
So yeah,
Fair. So so there's a little telltale.
The attacks
thing that says
like
Cam
this.
Chamomile will remember.
yeah, it does like. Oh, these are weak attacks. Where's my
Yep.
48? Yeah, where's my 48 damage?
Yeah, that 12 is gonna miss. The 25 would hit.
Rask has forever broken me on regular monsters. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. So this is you guys are just kind of like bobbing around the ring, and like
Yeah,
you're just
okay.
like tossing the Minotaur and the Gladiator around. Basically,
Right.
they're dodging about half the attacks and stuff, and like getting like you're big. They're zipping kind of like under your little tiny T-Rex hands and all that.
At one point, I'm gonna stagger back and like crash into the crowd a bit. You know what I'm saying? To kind of really make it real for them.
Oh yeah, the crowd like
Splash
screams.
zone.
Why don't you do this?
Yeah.
Why don't you do a performance check for me? Let's see.
As
how
a
well this is going.
dinosaur or as myself?
Let me see. I'm looking at.
I would retain expertise, but I certainly wouldn't have a +5 charisma bonus anymore.
Yeah, I'm looking at polymorph to see what it says. I mean, like you are literally turning into the creature, basically, right? The targets, including mental, are replaced by the statistics of the chosen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be performance for the T-Rex.
Okay. Does the T-Rex at least get proficiency?
Yeah. I'm going to say that you definitely have advantage on this because this is.
Okay.
I mean, a T-Rex performing badly. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I stepped on someone. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. We'll just I'll hold on to those. We'll see how.
Okay.
It goes. All right. So that is going on. Aaran, you're gonna start getting some whipping going on, I guess. And you get your prayers going. In the middle of this, or maybe towards the end, she is freaking gonna try suggestion one more time on you.
So I do have a prayer that I will be focusing on.
Okay.
So I don't know if I'm gonna be listening to her.
Okay.
As it happens.
Well, why don't?
But
why don't you? Why don't you have disadvantage on your save then? If you're kind of focused on something else.
You choose to fail it if you want.
Well,
to.
wouldn't I have to be listening to her, or?
Well, I mean, you can still hear and understand what she's saying, technically.
All right. Well, would the prayer
Mm-hmm.
perhaps change your mind if what I'm saying is?
Well, what would you be saying in your prayer? Tell me about the prayer.
All right. So I kneel down and I say, this is my normal Ilmater prayer, but I say, I will persevere in the face of pain. I will heal the sick, the wounded, and the diseased. I will comfort the dying, the grief-stricken, and the heart-sick. I shall take on the burdens and the pain of others. I will champion the causes of the oppressed and the unjustly treated, and I will give shelter and kind counsel to the lonely, the lost, and the mired. I will pursue the service of Ilmater, and in turn, he will provide. Leave the gross riches and the acquisition of all but medicine to others. I shall take up the tasks that no one else dares.
Why don't you roll a persuasion check and see how like your prayers. Okay, yeah. Also take inspiration because you have obviously prepared for this.
I already had inspiration.
Well,
that's okay.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I think she is going to be like. Also, I want to see. I'm just going to see one thing here. she. This is not. This is certainly not the strongest beating that you have ever received here.
It was probably the easiest time I've ever had reciting the prayer.
Yeah, pretty much. But like you'll be done. She's just gonna kind of be looking at you, and she'll just say, she'll just kind of like nod, and she'll say, "All right, teach me."
All right.
I think that 22. That was a.
Don't worry. I'll keep it light since I know it's your first time. And then yeah, I'll sit her down in front of the bowl, splash her face with some of the water, the holy water, and put around her neck the holy symbol.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, and then I guess you'll start going through the prayers and everything and teaching them to her. All right. I guess.
I will whip her though.
Yeah. Why don't you roll an athletics check and let's see how that goes. And I'm going to roll a Constitution save for her and we're going to see how that goes.
This is non-lethal.
Okay.
Crit
Okay.
double smite.
So like you were probably going like harder than she would have preferred, but like she's holding up okay. Like a 16. That's not bad. So
That's good. That
yeah.
actually impresses Aaran.
Yeah. Yeah. Cam, let's jump back over to you, I guess. Here, you're in the ring with the gladiator and the minotaur.
Okay.
You can tell like they are struggling with the performance a little bit. I think is actually what that 6 is going to indicate. Like they did not really expect a giant freaking T-Rex to show up, and like you were just tearing them up. And like that bell is going to ring, and they're going to kind of like retreat to the corner, and like they're getting kind of like rubbed down and stuff, and just like eyeing.
Oh, is it possible? Is it possible for there to be like a coach type person that's like toweling me down and giving me like a drink water or whatever?
I want to be this person.
Definitely. Yeah, there's someone in your corner.
All right, I'm just gonna roar at him, and then the subtitles are gonna just read, "Thanks, coach."
And like they don't know what to do. Like they're just kind of like standing there. Like they're contractually supposed to rub down the fighter, but they're just kind of like standing there like and yeah. Round 2 will begin, and you can tell that they are both being much more wary of you this time. Like they're kind of keeping their distance. Like you've gotten in some good hits on them, and you can see kind of the promoter. I would say, holy crap!
Oh no! Both crit? Oh shit!
You're gonna take the Minotaur out. Is what's gonna happen. Your little dinosaur brain.
Did I kill him? I only have a 3 intelligence. I'm sorry, a 2 intelligence.
You do not outright kill him with that.
Okay.
But he is down.
I'm gonna shake him like a rag doll.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think he's too big to eat, right? Yeah, he's medium or small. It has to be medium or smaller, so I can't eat him. And I'm just gonna throw him into the crowd.
Yeah, which is getting like
his unconscious, like mangled body. Yeah.
Yeah. And like as you throw him, like with 2 crits, I mean, like his other horn is going to like snap off in your mouth as you throw him, and like now that's now lodged like in your teeth.
Nice.
A little bit, yeah. And so he's
when you turn back, spit it out. When you turn back, spit it out.
Yeah, and like the gladiator.
I'm never turning back.
Yeah, the gladiator. This is your new form. The gladiator. The gladiator is standing there, like shaken. He's taken some good hits from you as well. Like he's watching, and like he looks over at the organizer, who's just going like, I don't know, like he was supposed to throw this thing, and this guy is going to run at you. Like,
all right,
like the gloves are off now.
All right, so we're rolling initiative for reals.
I think we're rolling initiative for reals here.
All right.
I mean, unless you are going to throw the fight.
I mean, I'm going to throw the fight because I don't have Warcaster or proficiency in Constitution saving throws. And gladiators attack 3 times per round.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. Let's get let's just see how this whoops.
Mathematically, a gladiator shouldn't lose to a T-Rex. So,
Right. Yeah. Let's see how this goes.
Oh God.
So you were up first. So
Okay.
you'll get the first attack against the gladiator.
All right, I only get one attack against him because T-Rex can only attack one target at a time. So I'd like, if it's possible, for the for the critical tail damage to have already been applied to him, just in case, if that's allowed. But here we go.
All right. Well, 28 is a hit.
Is it though? Yeah. Okay. So 21 damage, and now
All right.
he is grappled in my mouth and restrained.
Okay.
And I'll just start ragdoll, like shaking him around, and then so I don't waste the tail attack, I'm just gonna smash something.
Okay. Yeah. You definitely.
Maybe the jumbo-sized bench that I was sitting on to get toweled down.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
You see your maybe out of the corner of your dino eye, your little coach go flying. Like I think he was like a little halfling, and like he is just like, which because I think that's even funnier. Like he was just like really tiny, trying to tell you off, and like he just goes flying out into the crowd, and you lose sight of him.
Amazing.
The gladiator. All right, so he's going to have disadvantage, but he is just going to start stabbing at you.
All right.
With his spear. I think at this point, his shield is elsewhere. Like he's lost that a while ago, so he's just stabbing at you as hard as he can. What is your AC as a dino?
It's Play-Doh. It's a 13.
13. Okay. All right. So in that case, that 14 is going to hit. That's going to be 20 damage.
Oh shit.
Oh my god. All right. And just like that, it's over.
Just like that, you are going to turn back into Cam.
Okay.
So we are now using Cam's stats.
Oh great. And I'm still biting him though.
Yeah, you're still biting him. Like you know, and like he sees this, and like I think he's still grappled. Like you're just wrapped around him and biting on him.
Yes, my whole body, and I'm biting like the top of his head.
He's going to make an athletics check to try to like get out of the grapple restraint here to see if he can get out of it. That's a 25, I believe.
Okay, there's mathematically no way I could beat that. So here we go.
Okay. So he's going to like just push you away and like shrug you off, and like the crowd goes crazy. And that's going to bring you back to your turn, Cam.
Okay. I'm going to turn into a T-Rex again. No, wait. This time I'm going to turn into a Triceratops.
Fine. Let me grab a Triceratops.
Nah, T-Rex will do more damage, but I think Triceratops would be more entertaining. I don't know. We'll do T-Rex again, just to keep it simple. All right. And then that's my turn, though. It's turning into a Tyrannosaur.
I mean, here's a Triceratops if you prefer it.
Unless it's got a better constitution, I'll just stick with this one.
You can look at their stats and decide what you like.
All right. So
all right.
He's coming at me.
Yeah. So he's gonna come at you again. And that spear in his hand, and he is going to stab. Let's see. Both have a 13 for. So that 21 is going to hit. So go ahead and make your con save again.
God damn it, dinosaur!
All you gotta do is make a 10. All right, so you're gonna stay up. He's gonna attack again. Critically missing.
Okay.
And then he's going to attack one more time, missing. It is your turn again. All right, so you were staying T-Rex. All right. Yeah, it's going to hit him. 42. Holy crap. I mean, he is bloodied.
All right, and then I'm going to, through him in my mouth, just let loose this low rumbling roar. I'm going to stomp both my feet, and I'm just going to tail whip, I don't know, a window.
Yeah, a window smashes out. All right, so he's got disadvantage again. He's going to try to stab at you. 10 will miss. 11 will miss. 8 will miss. Critically.
All right. This is with advantage now because he's restrained.
Yep. That's a 29. That's almost a crit. 34 points of damage. He is like bleeding.
And for dramatic effects, I'm just gonna start hitting him against the ceiling. With, like, you know, the parts of him that aren't my mouth. I'm just gonna start whapping him against the ceiling. And then I'm gonna just tail whip anybody that's dumb enough to be close to me.
Sure.
All right.
He is going to feebly try to spear you a couple more times. 17 will hit. You're going to save. He's going to try one more time. 19 will hit as well for 18. All right, and you were going to turn back into Cam. So once again, you're just like wrapped around him at the end of that attack. But you were up, Cam. I think you're muted. Cam, do we have you? I think you're muted.
Oh, sorry. I am going to cast Sleep at 3rd level. Okay.
So I think the problem with Sleep...
Is the room too crowded and small, or, I mean...
Well, how big is the...
It's a fireball. It's a 20-foot radius.
20-foot radius? Yeah, you're gonna catch crowd in that.
All right. Then I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on him at the 3rd level.
He's got to make a Wisdom save. He's not going to save. He's going to take 25 points of damage and drop.
All right. Oh, and drop? Okay, then... Okay. Oh, shoot. He dropped. Okay. Is he dead? That was psychic damage. Did I kill him?
Oh,
God. I have healing word. I'll heal him.
Hard to tell right now. I mean, you can definitely try to heal him if you would like to.
Okay.
Spells generally do not when they drop.
Wait. Someone. Oh, it's a bonus action to drink your own potion, but not to administer it. Got it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's awkward.
So like everyone's like cheering for you, and then like the room kind of gets quiet when they realize he's not getting up or anything.
Okay. I'm going to healing word him. It's a bonus action?
He does not wake up.
Oh God.
The room is pretty dark, quiet, and you just hear kind of like people murmuring. And the fight organizer is going to kind of like walk over to you, because if you recall, you promised to fail. And he's just going to walk over to you, and like he gives you like the dirtiest look. And he's just gonna like grab your arm and like raise it, and he's gonna say, "The winner!" And he's gonna look at you, and he's gonna kind of like whisper under his breath. He's gonna be like, "I wouldn't stay here much longer if you know what's good for you." And like you can even see like at the back of the room, like they have enforcers and stuff to kind of keep the the crowds in line and that kind of thing. And you can see that they have, like, there's a lot of eyes on you. Obviously, lots of people go in to collect their winnings because the house had really long odds on you. So the house is out lots of money.
Right.
And they have lost their champion.
Yeah, I could see that being bad. Yeah. Okay.
So he does not hand you like any kind of prize purse or anything.
She gets that XP though.
That is absolutely true. Cam, you can have. I mean, this is all you. That's 1,800 XP for the gladiator, and that is 700 XP for the minotaur.
Okay.
Because you took them on yourself.
I guess I'll apply it to my next character. Cool.
If you can survive until a rest, you can have that XP.
Yeah, so I am gonna thaumaturgy and be like, and I will be like, and that is why you must always be careful when you travel to Chult, because the spirit of the dinosaur is strong, and Ubtao is always on the lookout for new victims. And then I'm gonna make my eyes flash, like, and make a dinosaur growl kind of go through the room.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll be like, don't forget to tip your waitress. And I'm going to leave.
All right. Yeah, you start to leave, and there is a definite.
Just so you know, my name is Blueberry. I am no one else. That is who I am.
There is a definite gang of thugs following you out of this building.
Okay.
So we'll get back to that.
All right.
Red, have you had a chance to think any more about what you want to do?
No, I was kind of absorbed in that. Holy fucking shit. Oh my god. Okay. What's maybe Moon's doing something?
Yeah, Moon and Fenris, you guys doing anything up in your happy little hideaway with the
maybe a couple more minutes
with the Harpers?
I hope Cam's not getting into any trouble.
Cam doesn't go around and get into trouble. Are you kidding? She knows there's a price on her head already in this town. That's why I'm hanging out here.
I mean, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, that old guy has kind of like left you alone, so like it's like, you just have a room. Fenris would have a room. There's rooms for everyone. They're all musty and old smelling and stuff, but yeah, mothbally. But yeah, everybody would have a room. So whatever you'd like to be doing, you can, you kind of have access to the house.
Maybe Taylor stepped away.
Yeah, I think so.
Sorry, I'm back.
Oh, no problem. I was just checking to see if, kind of in the middle of all of this, there's anything that you and Moon would be doing back at the mansion that you're staying in.
Probably be sleeping.
All right, fair. You two may be the only two to actually get a full night's rest out of this long rest. Let's jump back over to Aaran then. I think this is a little bit later, kind of after going through prayers and that kind of thing. Marta has withstood reasonably well. What happens after prayers?
Well, after she withstands the whips and stuff, I'll what does she say? Does she say anything, or after the
I think she would just be kind of like watching, and I think she would just kind of say like something like, so is that it?
I think what I would do is go up to her, and because she probably has like a few scars on her back now from the whip, I would lay on hands.
Okay, yeah.
And heal that up.
Yeah.
And I'll give her what she wants.
No. All right, yeah, she
withstood it.
Yeah, she would say, well, let me see if I can do anything for yours, because like you have some maybe a little bit of, she only hit you with a 2, so you probably don't have any scarring. But yeah, you will have a lovely rest of the evening then. Look at that. Didn't even take mind coercion to make it happen.
Just had to withstand some whipping.
Yeah. She thinks you were worth it. With that 22 persuasion. All right. So yeah, we can kind of draw the curtain over that a little bit. Let's jump back to Cam whenever you're back, Blueberry. We'll jump to that. In fact, I think since Cam is gone, that's kind of our last hanging element here, is to see if she survives the night or not here after pissing off an entire fighting din. So why don't we take 5 minutes and then we'll jump back in on that.
All right.
Okay. I'm back.
All right.
Oh gosh. It's kind of the thing though. Do I go big or do I go home?
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I mean, if you're doing a heist, do you want the whole team? I'm back.
I don't know. I was just kind of thinking of something probably small, but then Snog's like, these are the people you should steal from because they got good shit.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if we would be a help or a hindrance. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think that I could help you with spells and stuff, but I've also got my own problems apparently. And then Aaran would probably not be a help, and then Moon would definitely be a help. And Moon's got a lot of sneaky abilities.
I got sneaks and magics.
Yeah, and then Fenris would only be good for blowing something up, so or bringing you back to life if you fail. So he's got the heavy armor and everything. I don't know if you want to deal with that.
Also thinking about potential mind players.
It's up to you. Skullport's a crazy place.
Well, let's Red. Here's what you could do if you want to. If you're not sure about your friend's advice, you could do some investigating. You could see if you could pick up some information here in town. If you want to roll an investigation check,
Sure, yeah,
see what
that
you
could be
might
part
find.
of it. Yeah.
I mean, now that I have a flawless disguise, I don't see any reason that we have to hurry to leave. I mean, Skullport's great.
See. And this is just like talking to Snog as we're going along.
Yeah, like you're trying to pull information out. Like he's not remembering stuff, but maybe if you can pull some info out of him.
Yeah, well, he's probably got a home.
Yeah.
Taking it home, I guess.
Yeah. Why don't you roll an investigation check? See what you can find.
Oh.
Okay. So yeah, Snog is walking you back home, or back kind of like in his home direction. You're gonna get kind of over this way, and like he's gonna kind of forget where you're headed, and he's gonna get all excited, and he is going to point at a house right here. So this is right near Marta's house and the Flagon and Dragon. And you are he's gonna get excited. He's gonna point. He's gonna say, I'll figure that out, Aaran. If there's a whip, I think it would just use the standard kind of like whip pricing, probably. For a cat
take a whip and a dagger and add their costs together.
Yeah, probably like 5 gold pieces, something like that. So yeah, he's going to point over to this house, and he's going to say, "That could be a good mark." He's gonna kind of look around. He's going to say, and kind of whisper to you a little bit, like, that place. There's very rarely any people in there. Sometimes there's rich people who come to visit here to come see people. He'll kind of gesture around. He's going to say, they stay there. Maybe if there's no one there, that might be a great place. Even if there is, he's going to look at you. You're pretty sneaky. That's what I remember anyhow.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to nod. He's going to say, you should totally rob that house.
Right.
He's going to look at you. He's going to say, you should go do it right now. I'll be your lookout.
Okay. Let's do it. He cracks his knuckles.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll do a nonchalant kind of cursory examination, see how many windows. I do have this grappling hook.
Yeah. So there is definitely a second floor. Now, like with everything, you're underground, so there's it's always just kind of like generally dark here. There's never any it's not night or day. It's just that's kind of the schedule that is being kept here. But it's so you're just kind of waiting for a moment where you might be a little safer. There's kind of a little area between these two houses, kind of a little alleyway.
Seeing that.
That is kind of out of the way a little bit. And you can see that leads up. This is a 2-floor house. It kind of leads up to the roof area of it. Yeah, you could definitely get up there and like might even be out of the way of any passersby or that kind of thing.
Okay, cool. Maybe I'll do a Mario hop in between the things to get up there. I'll use my grappling hook. I don't know what might be easier. So how do I basically use a grappling hook? That's my question.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is just have you roll a probably an let's do an athletics check for the throw, and I'll give you advantage on it because you're skilled with the grappling hook and your second story work and all of that.
Yeah. Okay. That athletics.
Yeah, you definitely get that up there, and I'd say that again because you have your second story work and stuff. It is a work of but a moment or so to clamber up.
Climbing doesn't cost me any extra movement.
Yeah, why don't you roll a stealth check real quick too, and let's just see like how careful you are. Yeah, you also feel very like you're waiting for kind of an opportune kind of moment. And as you get to the top, you can see your Minotaur friend kind of down like just nonchalantly kind of like leaning against a building nearby, kind of watching everything. But yeah, you're kind of up on the roof of this house. And you definitely there is windows kind of all just kind of below where you are. You could probably find one that would be pretty easy to open from the top, something like that.
Okay. Do I see any lights in the house at all?
Roll a perception check. Let's see if you're spotting anything like that.
Feet open.
Yeah, you're not seeing any lights in the house.
Awesome. Okay, so probably some thieves' tools if the window is locked, or I guess maybe I'll try one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think with your thieves' tools, I'm not even going to make you roll for it. You're well hidden enough. You're watching closely enough that yeah, you're not a problem to get through one of these. Yep. Yeah, and you find yourself inside the house. Here's what we're gonna do. Why don't you roll an investigation check to see how well you kind of explore this place. All right. And why don't you give me one more stealth check while you're at it, just for being inside here. Okay. So inside the house, you kind of start investigating around. You're gonna kind of be poking through the rooms, that sort of thing, and it doesn't appear that anyone is at home. So that is probably both a good and a bad thing, depending on how you want to look at that. On the one hand, this is good because you are not going to necessarily run into any people who would not be as happy to see you here. On the other hand, you're not going to find as much stuff necessarily, right? Like there's the potential for maybe more coins and that kind of thing if you can actually find purses or that kind of thing of people who might be living there. So let's see here. Let's see what you can find though. With that, this place, you're going to find a few things in this house as you search around. You are going to find a couple of gemstones, kind of in a couple of places. You're going to find a tourmaline that is worth 100 gold pieces. You're going to find a piece of jade that is worth 100 gold pieces. You're also going to find in one of the drawers, in just like maybe there's kind of like a main study area, and you kind of let yourself into one of the drawers in the main study. There's going to be a bag with 90 platinum pieces in it. And in that same desk, you are also going to find a potion that it looks similar to a healing potion, but is maybe like the color is just a little bit different than what you would normally expect. So Yeah, we'll have to see if you can figure out what that is at some point.
Got alchemist proficiency, so
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. I think you would know what this
but I
is. Then.
probably check it out later. I don't want to stay here
Yeah,
any
okay.
longer than I have to.
Yeah, so you can grab all of that stuff. I think that's kind of what you would find in this house.
Okay. Use kit, wipe off all the doorknobs, or
Yeah.
and then go back
Kinda-
out the way I came. Close the window, lock it from the
Yeah,
outside,
like-
which is super impressive somehow. Climb back onto the roof and then shimmy down my rope.
Yeah, you can do that, and as you get to the bottom, you can see that Snog
He's
is there
asleep.
leaning against the building, and he is fast asleep. He is fast.
Damn
asleep.
it, Snog! It's fine. I'll put away all my stuff. And God, such a rush. Maybe I'll hit it somewhere else. But if I can't wake him up, I will at least leave. I might give him one of those gems. I think I'll put that in his pocket.
Okay. Yeah.
If I can't like wake him up real quick, I'm just gonna leave him there with which one? I got an emerald and a tourmaline.
Yeah.
Tenderloin?
Jade and tourmaline. Yeah, you can. And they're both worth 100 gold. You can. Yeah, you can wake him up. Like if you kind of like shake him a little bit,
Okay.
he'll kind of.
Snog, you're supposed to be looking out, but don't worry, it's all good.
He'll nod. He's just gonna kind of say, "Great, you got something good."
Oh yeah.
He'll say, "Well, let's get out of here, and then you can just show me."
Yeah.
And he'll kind of lead you. Like he's probably staying at some kind of like there's probably kind of something that's like an apartment or something kind of like that, almost like a boarding house kind of back this way. So he'll kind of lead you
Awesome.
back over here. So let me I'll reveal a little bit more of the map as well, just so you can see. All right. So yeah. With all of that said, I think we jump back to Cam / Blueberry.
Oh wait,
Cam,
there are two of me. Uh-oh.
Where's the other one?
I attacked the other one. I deleted him. That's good.
Okay. Excellent. Cam, as you are leaving the throne gauntlet, you are going to see the figures of several tough-looking individuals following you. The largest of them is pretty big, pretty hard to miss. It is a half ogre that is following you.
Okay.
Yeah, as well as several kind of other kind of tough-looking people. So they're kind of following you out. Where are you headed?
Well, I did pay for the room, so I'm gonna go back to the Raging Bull to the room that I am no longer suggested to leave.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Here is what I would like to do, because they are going to kind of like pick up their pace a little bit.
Okay.
Are you going to run there, or how are you going to go? Like when they,
I will take out my cittern
Mhm.
and I will strum it and cast Fly upon myself to gain a 60-foot flight speed.
Okay, yes, you're going to get out ahead of them.
Yeah.
'Cause that is faster than they can run. So they are just going to start like running after you.
Okay.
Are you trying to be stealthy? Are you trying to like zig and zag and lose them? Or are you just like, hey, I think I know where Aaran is?
Yeah, Aaran generally takes all my hits and cleans up all my problems, so I'm just gonna go find Aaran. I'm sure he's not up to anything embarrassing for me to, bust in on him doing, so.
Okay.
I'll just go in through the window, too.
All right. So they're not going to have any problem following you because you just beeline it there.
I guess I could try to lose him. I mean, I got a good flight speed. I don't know if would this be a stealth check or something, or?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you have
If you wanna try
invisibility,
to lose 'em.
or is they both concentration? Huh?
Yeah, I'm out of invisibility. This is still the same day where I tapped every espionage type thing I had to keep going. No, my stealth is not great. I know that most people in D&D have garbage perception, but I have garbage stealth to kind of balance that out. So, plus stealth would make me move really slow, right? Even though I got a fly speed.
It wouldn't. Yeah, it wouldn't help you any.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fly straight through the window of the room I rented.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You do so.
Okay.
Loren's
you are
like, I had this
probably.
nice scene. I capped it off really nicely, and then.
I mean, you said you wanted to get to level 4. That's fine.
We're working on it.
You're working on it. Fenris and
Trying to get the party back together.
We'll find something for you guys here shortly. We're trying to get everyone back.
Yeah.
All right. Aaran, you and Marta are having a nice post prayer time. I was trying to think of like what the you're having sex. You're having sex in here. It's nice. And the window is going to just like shatter as Cam/Blueberry comes bursting through this window. Cam, this
and
is
to
not...
break the window so I don't have to take any damage, I'll thaumaturgy it as I approach.
I was going to say, this is not safety glass. I'll
thaumaturgy the window and then, go through it.
Let's see.
Makes windows fly open, doesn't it? It's like
you can blast open windows, right?
It's just gonna blast open. Like they'll blast open, and then like as they blast open and kind of like hit the wall, I think all the glass is just going to shatter and like fall down the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no damage to anyone else.
Okay.
Aaran,
right. I need to know how long it's been since we finished the ritual.
Let's see. I think at this point, let's see. So the ritual, she would have dropped not that long. Like I think this is pretty early on in things here. Yeah, because that fight couldn't have taken that long, and she dropped concentration kind of in the middle of it. So not too long.
Yeah, cinematically, I pictured the camera cutting between the 4 different scenes of like Red's heist, dinosaur fight, weird S&M club, and Moon and Fenris being bored off their ass.
Just playing like dominoes. Yeah.
It's just cutting between. It's like Moon and Fenris like. I wonder where they are. And, like,
Yeah, like this could be like you may not have gotten like she may still be just putting like some ointment on your back or something, Aaran. Like you still maybe see in like massage.
It's up to you, Aaran. This is your past to protect your innocence. So. Yeah.
All right.
Either way, I'm gonna
we haven't
thaumaturgy some trumpets of as I arrive. And Bloodberry is here. I didn't miss the prayer session, did I?
Look who it is, my laddie.
I like an angel from Ilmater sent to whip you.
Perfect. You made just in time. We haven't cleaned up yet.
Oh, that's great.
Why don't you get in the middle of the circle?
Roll perception check real quick.
It's 8.
Okay. Yeah,
it's 9.
You're not going to hear anything then. Okay, fair enough.
I mean, Red.
I pull up the cat of 9 tails.
Does Red see like an angry gang run by as he's like waking up the?
Yeah, I was gonna ask like maybe how close this would have been because the house was here. And she was having a fight over here. There might have been some commotion about a T-Rex. I might have heard it walking back to.
I mean, the T-Rex did bust out some windows.
Yeah, I would imagine like while you were part of the reason there was no people around is like everyone like you would have seen like crowds headed over towards the throne gauntlet. And like I think your friend would have explained that to you. It's probably a big fight over at the throne gauntlet tonight.
Yeah, this might be a good opportunity to steal some more shit.
Yeah, it would.
So that's up to you, Red, whether you would head that
Aw,
way.
man.
I mean, you have no way of knowing that is Cam.
Absolutely no, yeah. So he might just take that as an opportunity. So, but we'll go back to those.
Okay.
So good.
So Cam and Aaran, you're saying get in the circle.
Yeah, I have the cat and nine tails out, and I'm ready to whip her.
I'm ready. I'm ready to do my penance. I was very bad girl tonight.
And then I'm gonna.
She turns to him, some tears forming in her eyes. She says, "I killed a man."
Ilmater forgives you.
Thank goodness. Okay. Because I really killed him bad.
Does it come? We must grieve for that which we have lost. And I'm gonna give the whip to Marta as well. It's like assist me in this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Marta is just going to, like, with a smile on her face, she's just going to say, "Gladly."
I
take it from you.
Do you know the prayer?
Do I know the prayer?
Yes, do you know the prayer? Or do you have your own prayer?
Well, I have this one that I used to say when I would have to whip myself alone. Chains of greed bind, hunger's bite, inspiring, grasping hands. The judge offers choice, the righteous teach how to choose. Chains of hate bind, burdens endured only through fury. The judge offers choice, the righteous teach how to choose. Chains of fear bind, suffering's whip removes compassion. The judge offers choice, the righteous teach how to choose.
Oh, and I'm whipping her as she does this.
Okay. Well, this bitch is a juicer, so she's got a 19 Constitution. So you bring it.
Okay. Cam, have you you would have like stripped off armor and anything at this point for this?
If
I'm
there's
assuming?
time, yeah. If there's time.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
And
I would have told take your armor off.
Yeah, and
Okay.
Ron, I would assume there's no armor on you.
Oh yeah.
Nope.
Right.
Okay, I'm just trying to keep this. So out. Let's see where else I guess gonna do. So, the mage Marta is into this as well. She is giving
They're
as much
insane.
as Ron.
Yeah,
That's insane.
Cam is going to try her best to make Marta either as into it or as uncomfortable as possible. So a lot of like, yes, sister, yes, elf mama, and
Cam,
things like
why
that.
don't you roll a con save and let's see how that
Okay.
turns out for you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're doing fine.
Damn.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess I'll throw a performance check over my shoulder. There we go.
All right.
That's how into it she is, or appears to be, because performance.
All right. Fair.
Yeah.
In that case, this is gonna get started, and out in the street, you're going to hear. Everyone can hear, even Ron. You can hear, even though you're into your prayers and whatnot, like the sounds of like people yelling and that kind of thing. You can hear people just going like, "Are they over here?" Kind of thing, and like someone's going to point up at the window and just kind of go like up there. It's a broken window. Maybe they should go in there. And there's going to be like a loud sound below as like a door gets thrown open, and you can hear people like screaming and stuff as like doors are pushed open and stuff out in the hallway. And what are you guys gonna do as you kind of hear all of these noises around the building? Aaran, do you assume this has anything to do with you?
No.
All right. Okay. Kim, is there anything you're going to do?
Yeah, she's gonna cast Thaumaturgy to amplify her voice and really go nuts with the everything that's going on.
All right.
These are Blueberry's problems. This isn't Chamomile's problems. These are Blueberry's problems. Chamomile doesn't have to deal with any of the consequences of this.
Mhm.
This is the most freeing thing she's ever done in her entire life. She's always had to live with being a neon pink tiefling. Everybody knows who you are in Waterdeep. Now, complete anonymity has set her free.
Okay. I'm going to move tokens around here just a little bit, just to kind of get everybody squared up. So I'm going to say that
I feel like you're trying to have a combat here, though, if I'm being honest. That's kind of what it feels like is happening.
Yeah. So from inside the house, the door is going to burst open in the room as two figures emerge in the doorway, and the human-looking figures, and one is just going to yell, "She's in here!" The other is going to just kind of look in and just kind of like getting whipped. Like he just is like terribly confused.
You are disturbing a ritual of Ilmater. State your business.
Yeah, the first guy is going to kind of like draw his weapon, and he's just going to say,
Aaran, these men, I saw them in the street. They were punching orphans in the face.
He's going to step in and he's going to say, that woman. He's going to point at Blueberry. He's just going to say, she killed one of our employees illegally in the fighting ring.
She mentioned something about that. She was here to repent for her sins.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in the middle of delivering her punishment.
I have religious sanctuary.
The guy's just gonna look around and be like, "This doesn't look like a church to me," and he's gonna step up towards you, Aaran, because I mean, like, you're just like a group of naked people, right? Like, I mean, yeah, you're a dragonborn, but he's gonna like push past it, like try to push past you.
I've got like scars everywhere.
Yeah. And he's
Aaran, only Ilmater can judge me.
He's just gonna say, "Step aside. She's ours now."
I am a paladin of Ilmater, and I believe I have the power to make judgments as well. Tell me, what is it that she has done?
He's just gonna look at you. He's gonna say, "She lied. She cost our group thousands of gold pieces tonight. She killed our prize fighter. She went back on her word. She destroyed our building." He's trying to think. And she ran away.
I'll turn to Blueberry. That is quite a problem that you've caused. Do you have anything to say?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
She like wipes a snot bubble away and she says,
We were having a fight to prove who was strongest, and I tried my best.
The guy's gonna look at you. He's gonna say, Aaran. He's just gonna say, "She promised she would throw the fight, and then didn't."
Throw a fight? Why would
lie.
anyone ever do that?
Exactly. Why would I agree to something like that?
The guy's going to be like visibly frustrated. He's going to say, "I don't have to explain myself to you. By Skullport's rules, she cheated us. I get to have my vengeance on her." And he's just going to he's going to turn to Marta, and he's going to say, "You step aside. Let me at her." He's going to try to push Marta out of the way.
All right, I'm gonna conquering presence him.
All right, what does that do?
So fear.
Okay.
Whip,
So they
just
must
like whip the side of the room and
wisdom saving throw.
This
Yeah.
is so juicy.
All right, wisdom save. So these two guys.
And I'm just gonna tell them to back off.
What
These
is this?
are followers of Ilmater. They are now under my jurisdiction.
All right.
You are
the
to
fir-
leave them to me.
The first guy is just going to like sneer at you. He's going to say, "Paladin, this is not your fight." And he's just gonna have his weapon. And I think you're going to have to roll some initiative for that. If you're going to fight him. The other one is just going to kind of look at him and kind of like run down the stairs screaming. And he's just going to be just kind
he
of
can't.
He's 10 feet. He's 10 feet from me.
Yeah,
he can't move.
He can't move if he's scared of him now. That's his new power.
Oh.
His speed is set to 0, and he takes like psychic damage every turn. It's really good.
Gotcha. All right, this one is frightened then. All right, and like just frightened in place. Nice. All right, so I think he's just like yelling in terror, basically. All right, Cam, do you want to roll into initiative too?
Oh, well, I mean, I detest violence, but sure. All right. Let's see, where's the miniature at? I have no idea where I am.
You guys are all down here.
Oh, okay, there we go. Let's see. There we go. All right.
All right. All right. Well, we're gonna do this battle then. All right. So veteran is going to get the first swing here.
Okay.
Ron, what is your AC without armor?
Let's see. So plate was how much? 14.
What's your dexterity score?
You can just you can
0.
you can unequip
So your
it
AC
on
your AC is 10.
Well, I don't have a shield on right now.
Yeah.
Right.
You can just unequip your plate and your shield in your stuff here to auto calculate.
So 13.
There you go. Yeah, 13 is what it looks like.
Oh, nice.
All right. So just you can click to re-equip those once you are able to put them on.
Yep.
All right. So 13. So he is going to have. Let's see. In one hand, this guy has a long sword, which he's going to attack twice with, Aaran. Just trying to get you out of the way. So that is 8 points of damage. Then his second hand, you see it grab a short sword out of a sheath and swing at you as well. That one is going to miss. And he's just going to kind of like growl at you. He's like, I don't want to fight you. I just want her. And from
that one I'm going to catch. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just...
You just like grab the short sword and push it away. Outside, you can hear someone just yelling like, "Are they up there? I hear screaming." Yeah. Okay. And he's gonna move around a little. All right. Marta is.
I'll ask. Can you take us away from here, Malady?
She's going to say, I can take myself away. She's going to cast Mage Armor on herself for this turn.
Dang, okay. I thought she was going to bail on us.
She's going to look at this guy. She's going to kind of like hold up her hands a little bit, and she's just going to say, look, I don't want any trouble. And she's just going to step away, kind of up this way, leaving an open path to Cam. She's going to look over at you, Aaran. She's just going to say, like, she's just going to say, "You don't know this woman. Why stand up for her? Just let them. This is Skullport. Let them have their justice." She's going to step out of the way. Cam.
Okay. Let's see. Cam is gonna make that's concentration also. Ugh, what a trash spell. I'm sorry, Barkskin, but you such hot garbage. Yeah. I'm going to give myself, Marta, and Aaran 8 temporary hit points. And everybody can use their action to move if they want, and they will not provoke opportunity attacks.
Okay. Marta's going to use that to kind of step away, like closer to the window.
Yeah, I'm going to step back to the corner. And I'm going to really play up being way too weak to have caused all the stuff that these guys are talking about, and that I am super defenseless right now, naked and afraid.
From outside on the street, Cam, you're going to hear someone yell, "I think I see one of them up in the window." And let's see. Javelin is going to come flying up.
I was about to say, and we're both blue skinned, so that's probably not good.
Yeah, so Javelin is going to come in, and it'll miss both of you. Just kind of like clatter into the room. All right. Ron, what would you like to do?
All right, I'm gonna stand in front of him, and I'm gonna say, "I suggest you leave now." And I'm gonna, with my bonus action, I'm gonna cast Wrathful Smite, and then I'm gonna punch him.
All right, he is going to take that damage.
Well, this is if my punch lands, I guess.
Gotcha.
So athletics check.
Oh, that is going to miss.
Well,
Then second attack.
Isn't that attack? Unarmed strike, or are you hitting him with the whip?
This is my unarmed strike. Yeah.
Oh, you would just do a strength, which would be it'd be even worse than your athletics.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Either way, it's a miss.
Yeah, you definitely got to whip this dude.
Anything else that you want to try to run?
What was your second attack? Also a punch?
Was a 16 a miss?
It was.
Oof.
Okay.
Yeah, this particular guy is wearing splint armor.
Well, yeah.
So.
Could he go get his mace? I mean, it's just like an object interact to pick it up. He could have gone for it when
I
Cam
could,
gave
but
him the movement.
I'm not attacking him with my flail. I'm just telling him to back off.
You're still all in this. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Why don't you roll an intimidation check? Although, I mean, your frightened didn't do it, so I mean, I think I will give you one shot at it, but I'm going to give you disadvantage, and it's going to be a really high check. Intimidate, sorry, not frightened.
I'll use my inspiration to negate the disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh shit!
All right.
Loren can't believe
it. All right. It's okay. We'll see what happens. This guy, we'll see what happens.
Loren plays a lot of D&D. He knows that when you say the odds are against you, but you still let them roll, you are inviting chaos into your life.
That's right.
Yeah.
This guy, what happens to him on his turn? He is frightened. He takes damage.
He takes psychic damage. Let's see. So speed is reduced to 0. Damage equal to half your paladin level. So he takes 4 psychic damage.
All right. He's just like yelling in pain, which probably helps your intimidation, right? Like that's he's just yelling behind you. He gets to make his wisdom save.
Yeah, he can repeat it at the end of his turn.
Okay. That's all he can really do.
Oh my god.
Another guy is going to come bounding up the stairs and like push past this guy
Oh,
who's
shit.
screaming. I told you there were a bunch of figures kind of running up, and he's gonna look in, and he's going to say, "What's going on in there?" And the other guy's just going to say, he's going to look back over his shoulder. He's going to say, "They have her in there, but this," and he's gonna like point with his sword at Aaran. He says that he's going to beat her into submission. He's gonna look back at this guy, and he's going to say, "We don't need to fight all of these people.
It's already started.
And I show them all the whip marks on my back.
I'm gonna have this guy roll a persuasion check on his new friend who just ran up, and we'll see how that goes."
Does the guy screaming his head off help with the persuasion?
Yeah, you know, I'll give advantage on it because of that. Let's see. Oh, I don't have him selected. Time. Yeah, I think he's just kind of like. I think he's just kind of there going like they have powerful magic. We don't need to get involved in magic stuff. And 12, man. I think this guy's just going to kind of look at him. He's going to be like, "You idiot! The boss is going to have our hide if we don't bring her back." And he's going to draw his sword too.
Okay.
So they now have a disagreement going on in between them. So there are now two of them. This guy is going to look very uncertain. He's just going to. I think that was kind of their turns. They're not attacking this turn.
Now would Red and his friend have heard all this ruckus, or are they going to be off robbing somebody?
Yeah,
through all
Red.
this
I mean, what are you guys doing? I mean, this is way south of where you guys were.
Oh yeah.
Would you be ruckusing?
I think he would definitely see that opportunity of people
Okay.
leaving, and he would steal some more shit for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I
All
don't
right,
know.
well,
If we would just handle that with just like some basic rolling, you don't have to role play everything, but he'll just go in round to a few more houses and do a similar deal.
Yeah, I'll get you some more treasure. There's opportunity for you, so we'll handle that. Marta is going to kind of look over at the thugs. She's going to look over at Aaran and at Cam in the corner. She's going to look at the one that just came in, and she is going to just kind of like under her breath, she's just going to say, "Fuck," because she does not want to get involved in this. She is going to use her last suggestion on the new guy. And she's just going to say, "Your boss will be fine. Just go away. Let us finish punishing her. Everything will be fine." He's going to have to make a save.
This isn't the tiefling you're looking for.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically what she's trying to do. It does not work. It does not work. He's just going to look over at her and be like, "No, we have to take her." Marta's going to look over at you, Cam, and she's going to shrug, and she's just going to say, "I tried." And she's going to look at Aaran, and she's just going to say, "I don't think we can win this." Cam, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna item interact, pick up my cittern from the pile of clothes on the floor, and I'm going to look over at them and say, and strum it and say, "No, I'm pretty sure this beautiful elf woman is right. You should take your very scared friends and go, and let your boss know that all damages will be paid in full in the morning." And she will cast suggestion.
All right.
But they have disadvantage to the save because cittern.
6. All right. The new one, like, you're gonna hear a yell from outside, I think. Like, "What's going on up there?" Aaran, is there anything you would do? Are you going to try to like punch them or anything?
No, if it looks like they're leaving, these three,
All right.
then I'm gonna start grabbing my stuff.
Yeah, this guy's gonna scream again in pain and try to not be. No, he's still still screaming.
Can't leave.
This guy's gonna kind of like grab the arm of the one who was kind of like up in your face that you already kind of convinced. He's gonna say, he's gonna look over at Cam. He's gonna say, "Fine, we'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning. You better bring all the money that we need."
4,000 dragons will be delivered by Blueberry the Tiefling from Chult. Do not worry.
Yeah, he's gonna nod. He's gonna say, "If it doesn't, I'm gonna put," and he's gonna gesture to Aaran and Marta. "We're gonna get their faces on wanted posters. Xanathar will be looking for them too."
Oh, that's unexpected. Okay.
Yeah, and he's gonna look to Aaran. He's gonna say, "Let my friend go over here, and we'll leave you alone for tonight. Bring that money tomorrow."
Be on your way.
Yeah.
And you tell the Xanathar that happy birthday.
They just kind of look at you like, "What?" And they're gonna turn around and leave. Like one of them's gonna try grabbing this other guy and like trying to help him down the stairs or something. Aaran, are you gonna drop?
like at the haunted house where like your friend's so terrified that you basically have to like drag carry them through the whole haunted house?
Yeah, pretty much. Like they're gonna.
Yeah,
lift them.
I'll drop the Conqueror's presence.
Okay. So I think that's going to take us out of initiative. Cam, you can see out the window, kind of as all this is done. There's like outside this big half ogre that's kind of like out in the street, like yelling up,
Man,
and
he's
like
more like 3/4 ogre. Jesus.
yeah. And they're going to come out and like rendezvous with him and be like, "We're going back" and stuff. So you are out of combat. You are on the hook as the three of you.
So I made an insight check.
What's that for?
Would that have been enough? Would there have been enough clues that I could make that insight check by this point with the Cittern and
And
the way that the Xanathar?
Yes.
So I'm gonna turn to Blueberry.
I'm sure at this
No.
point the fucking blue paint's coming off and everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna say your paint is running off.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Milady, I'm sorry to have dragged you into this, but it seems our new friend is not so new after all.
Yeah, Marta's I think also has made this connection. She is going to kind of just look over at Cam and just kind of like shake her head a little bit. She is.
Would you like to join our adventuring party? We have lots of books for wizards.
She's just going to say, "You are going to have to pay them back. This is my home."
Cam, do we have 4,000 dragons?
I mean, in the bank of water.
Can we get it? We can't get it by morning, can we?
Probably not.
So you're saying there's gonna be a bounty on us?
Marta just kind of is like, "Fuck." Again.
Wait. You could just blame it all on Chamomile and say that she had you under duress. Because they already hate her anyways.
Milady, I don't know if it's going to be safe for you to be here any longer.
She's gonna nod.
Perhaps a trip to Waterdeep?
Yeah, you
Or
can
if
stay
you
at
would
our
like to come
place.
with us.
We've got a really nice place. And a library.
She'll look over at Aaran. She's gonna sigh a little bit. She's gonna say, I suppose that's the only way. She's gonna shake her head a little bit. I'll go back home and start gathering my things. And she'll try to get like the details on where your inn is and that kind of thing.
Okay. So I'm gonna start escorting Cam back to the group.
Mm-hmm.
If Marta says she'll be fine.
Yeah, like I think the mood has worn off a little bit. Yeah, she'll be fine. In fact, I think she might have. Does she have invisibility? Yeah, she's gonna put invisibility on herself to get out of here. So she can do that.
Perhaps you want to disguise yourself again.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
I mean, I think other than where I got whipped, it's still pretty good disguise. So.
Well, now the city is looking for Blueberry as well.
Oh, right. With my physiology, I really don't have that many options here, but
You
I guess I
could go green.
I was gonna say green.
Okay.
Maybe Buttercup.
I mean, you worked for a long time with
Yeah.
the lady. Like, it's gonna take effort and time
Mm-hmm.
To undo everything that you did and go green, if that's what you're after.
Right. Okay.
Maybe just like a hood or enough to make it so that she's not obviously a blue tiefling.
Yeah, like you could definitely
Just enough to get us back upstairs. Yeah.
You could
Well,
definitely
I had a dress to cover the leg and tail situation, and then I could just do like a hood for the like a billowy like cowl for the horns, maybe.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna escort you back to where Fenris and Moon are.
Oh,
Okay.
but I got you this, and I hand him the Minotaur horn.
What the hell is this?
I found it.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I figured we
I'll
could
put
make it into a flute, and then you could level up from your recorder to that.
Maybe now's not the time.
Right. Understandable.
Yeah, why don't you I mean, I think you've convinced them to leave you alone. Like they might have someone kind of watching the house. I think that there would be someone outside that maybe is watching. So if you want to try to roll a stealth Aaran to get out of there, you can try that. Otherwise, they may kind of watch like where you're headed.
I don't think he would be stealthy.
Or perhaps maybe it's better. Maybe Cam, why don't you roll a performance check to see if you're coming across as a different person? Because they would specifically be watching for you. Like Aaran and Marta are.
So I have advantage from actor feat. I mean, it doesn't matter. I got a freaking 14. But...
Yeah, why not? Okay, let me just roll to see. What have they got? I closed their sheet. Let me just see here. They would have a +2 to their perception. All right, yeah, you are convincing enough not to be the same person. Like you probably leave at a separate moment from Aaran, and they're not going to follow Aaran. They're specifically watching for the blue tiefling.
Okay.
So you are able to get out.
I'm gonna pull like the old woman routine. So I'm gonna be like stooped over with like sword as a cane kind of deal, and kind of and make my way out of the Love Hotel because you know anything goes in Skullport. Okay.
Absolutely.
Lady
Bryce.
Moon, Fenris, wake up.
Oh, yeah, what's up, guys?
It's time to go to level 4.
Guess who I ran?
We can't wait any longer. I'm just too excited. We should go to level 4 right now. I don't want to explain myself.
What did you do and why are you blue?
Well, I'm more like a purple magenta color now, but I had to defend myself, and someone died.
Why did you guys let her go on her own? Moon, I would think you would know better than that by now.
I helped with the disguise, but I thought, we were just avoiding trouble, Cam.
Moon, to be clear, you thought that Aaran was going to have an assignation with Cam in disguise. You did not think Cam was going to be alone. You thought Aaran was going to be with her.
So don't be blaming me for this. You were supposed to watch her.
I didn't even see her.
She's kind of right. If your girlfriend hadn't used mind control magic on me, none of this would have happened, and
What
you would have had
mind
the
control
greatest night of
magic?
your life.
What are you
That
even
girl-
talking about?
That elf, the things she tells you to do, like they affect your mind. She's an enchantress.
That hasn't happened to me.
Yeah,
Don't you think she would have enchanted me?
Right. That's the same reason the Mind Flayer didn't try to eat your brain when you're playing chess. There's not a lot to work with up there. But like for other people, like yeah, she just jumps on in. Like if Fenris had been there, I don't even know if his psychic immunity would have protected him.
She's a follower of Ilmater now.
I know. Good. Me too.
Anyway, where's Red?
I thought he was with you guys.
No, I went to the inn because you told me to.
Well, Blueberry told you to. So
Wait, does that mean you don't follow Ilmater either?
Well, I'm not one of those monotheistic people. You know, I like to play the field. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, when you need to be forgiven for your bad stuff, you go to Ilmater. When you need, you know, mad hot luck, you go to Timora. You know, you just kind of mix it up a little bit.
So that
If I
means
ever
you
got on a
still do the
boat,
ritual with me.
no, I mean, I do the yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely,
Cool.
absolutely. And I mean,
All right,
if
we
your
need to
elf,
find Red.
if your elf girlfriend wants to join in too, I mean, that's, you know, the more the merrier when it comes to forgiveness.
She's quite good with a whip.
Apparently, yeah, I'm definitely down some HP. So does anybody have a way to get a hold of Red? Because we should probably leave sooner than later. Maybe.
I could see if he's within 120 feet, but that's about it.
Okay.
Huh.
Red, how late do you think you're staying out?
I don't. I think I'm probably having a great time with the old Snog. We're catching up. I'm probably have like a nice rat on a stick I found at a street vendor. Like we're having fun. I went and stole a whole bunch more stuff with him. I definitely
picture
gave him a cut.
this anime-esque montage of you like riding on his shoulder, and like the two of you are just like smiling and laughing in every still frame of this montage as you get more and more money.
Yeah.
And everything just goes your way and like falls into place.
Yeah.
I mean, that's almost literally exactly what's happening.
Yeah. It's
Can you send him a message?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
He would not be close enough for that, unfortunately.
Well, I hope he doesn't get in any trouble, because we definitely don't need somebody bringing that kind of pressure down on us, you know?
Didn't you have those stones?
Those
The
stones you
sending
could talk
stones?
to people with?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I talk to Delroy every day.
What? Why the hell does he have the other one?
Because he's running the inn. You think that idiot could run the inn without me checking in every day on him?
I'm just saying it probably would have been a good idea to have a way to contact everyone.
We're talking about a cleric
Before
who
we split up.
sometimes would forget to memorize healing spells. Okay, that's who we've put in charge. And you know who else is in charge of our financial empire? A man we call Baby Grandpa. Okay, who the last heroic thing he did was try to, I don't want to use the R word, force himself into an animated skull for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why they have the Sending Stone, okay? Because, contrary to what you may have seen tonight, I am a bastion of good ideas and thoughtful action. I don't know what came over me.
Alright. Does the mage
Honestly,
here that lives
the
here?
T-Rex was a bad idea. I think I was still a little T-Rexed when I came out of it, and I just couldn't let
You
go
were
of
a
that.
T-Rex?
Well, yeah, I mean, it was nothing big. I just killed like a super strong person, like the strongest person in Skullport. It's no big deal. So, anyways, it's over now. By myself. I soloed 2 people by myself and was a super arena hero, but it's okay. I destroyed an entire
No
squad.
one's praising you for that.
I didn't think anybody was praising me for it. You're making this really awkward. We wanted to go to level 4 anyways, so let's just be packed, and as soon as red rolls up, we'll leave. That's all.
We got any more of those paper birds, Cam?
Oh yeah, we do have bird. Okay, hold on. I got bird. I will write red a note. And the note, I believe, can be 25 words or less. Fits on a piece of paper, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, it will say, red, we need to leave. Aaran started a big fight with the Xanathars. Time for level 4. Smiley emote. There we go.
Red, you're gonna be in someone's like living room.
Yeah.
And you're gonna hear something like flapping and like beating against the window.
Oh, I might shoot it, but this is a little. Yeah, I'll check it out.
Like it's outside, but it sounds like something like is like trying to beat against the window and
It's
get
like
in.
it's like a little bird tapping on the window, but it's
Yeah.
made out of paper. That's
Mhm.
really cool. Guess I'll open the window.
Yeah, it's gonna fly in and like land like it's gonna aim to like land on your hand or arm or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And inside, you find the message that Cam just put in chat.
It's gonna sigh. And then yeah, he'll extricate himself from here, and then he'll say goodbye to Snog. He'll give him a fair cut because he definitely helped out a lot, even though most of the time he fell asleep.
Totally fell asleep.
Yeah, but he's still a good guy. He helped me, and we had a good time. But yeah, I'll tell him I gotta go, and yeah, I'll see you around. Guess. Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah, we'll just start heading back. This would probably be pretty late.
All right. Yeah, you head back. It is indeed pretty late or early, depending on how you want to look at this. When you get back, I mean, I guess the question is. Are you guys just headed straight out? Is there do you need to check in on Marta? Like what do you want to do?
Well, yeah, is Marta Does she arrive?
We would need to give Marta some money for the teleporter and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll give her 20 platinum. So that's enough to and her book back.
Okay, yeah.
All right. And I'm gonna try to play like I didn't know it was her book, even though it probably has like her name on it or whatever. I'm gonna be like, here for your trouble. This is the best spell book we currently have, and some money, and you can use my room if you want, because honestly, it's probably the best one in the house. So, or you could just take this money and start something new. But
I'm pretty sure
you're
that
really
was her
smart
spellbook.
and you're really beautiful. And I feel like, honestly, like I've got these two idiots in charge. Like one's like a dwarf cleric that thinks he's a wizard, and one is a human that's probably gonna die any day now. He's so old. His name's Baby Grandpa. They're the ones that are kind of running things. But if like you could maybe take over running things, like you're welcome to a share of the profits. It's also a tax-free place because it's a temple of Mistra. And there's a bookstore like right across the street, run by a dragonborn, a gold one. Okay, and then like right next door is an elf, and they are an herbalist. So I mean, this is a pretty good situation for you. And the sun comes out in the sky. So look at that. I think you're upgrading. I think you're upgrading hard. You're basically living my life. I'm down here dying in a dungeon. You're living the good life up there.
I mean, this is not entirely selling her on it, but yeah, she'll agree.
Take a look at the books. Give it a shot. If management sounds like something that you're into, just take the sending stone that the dwarf wizard cleric has, and hit me up, and we'll discuss like terms and profit sharing and salary and all that.
Yeah, she'll nod, and take the cash and head off to get teleported out of here.
Oh,
Right.
I will go
Mhm.
talk to her first.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm gonna say you showed a lot of strength there earlier tonight, milady.
Yeah, she's gonna nod. She's gonna say, I tried.
I'm sorry that we caused so much trouble for you.
She's gonna nod and she's gonna say, maybe if you can get back to Waterdeep at some point, we can we can pick up right where we left off.
Yeah, I'm gonna hand her the whip, and I'll give her directions to the Temple of Ilmater, or whoever my Ilmater contact is in Waterdeep. I don't have a name.
Yeah.
What
There's
about the skeezy surgeon that brought you back to life?
Yeah, whatever. Whoever the contact is.
okay. Yeah, you'll get her connected to the church. She'll take the whip from you, and she'll. I mean, she's got several bags and stuff. Like she's moving, right? Like this is not just. And she's kind of like. She's like, all right, well, you stay safe down here, or at least safe enough. Do all that. Well, the stuff from your prayer. Do that. Maybe not for Cam, but for everybody else.
We'll come visit whenever we can,
Yeah,
and maybe then we can finish our ritual.
Yeah. Yeah, she'll take the whip and kind of like pack it away into one of the bags, and then kind of like head off to get teleported. So the rest of the group, I mean, it's her spell book.
I mean, we caused her to move out of her mansion.
Yeah, that was a pretty it was a pretty nice house. So you guys want to get to level 4, and you're trying to slip out of town, right? Before anything else.
Yeah. When we're getting ready to leave, I will cast invisibility, and whoever the 3 least stealthy of us would be, and be invisible.
Okay. You might want to include Cam in that because, I think you would remember coming into town that there was a checkpoint kind of set up, and it's very likely that you'll run into a checkpoint on the way out of town.
So Cam, Fenris, and Aaran, and then myself and Red can stay visible.
All right. Sounds good. All right. There is indeed a passageway that would head out of town. Let's see. I think we found out about it last time. Down to the level below. You'll head to the passage, and again there is a checkpoint, and they're not looking for Lady Moon. They're not looking for Red. So I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of challenge. Like to get out of town, like they don't care. Like if you're leaving, go do your thing. So it's pretty cursory, I would say, to get out of the city. So you can kind of slip out.
I'm escorting this fine damsel deeper into the dungeon.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like they may kind of be like, okay, like that's a little weird.
It's like a Bonnie and Clyde situation.
Yeah, but they see a lot of weird stuff. It may raise a couple eyebrows, but nothing too crazy. So yeah, you're going to head down the passageway to level 4. So I'm going to move you to a new map, everyone. Let's see here. We are going to get down to level 4. You're going to keep heading down and down, kind of this passageway. It'll twist and turn. You can tell it is sloping downwards, and you are going to just further and further down into the dungeons or into the next level is where you will head, and you are going to. The air is going to get kind of like thick, and all right, so you're going to go back to normal moon. Yeah, you're going to continue down and down, and head deeper into this area. The air is going to kind of get kind of stagnant around you. You can hear water kind of somewhere not too far away. There's kind of the sound of maybe some sort of some running water kind of off in the distance. The occasional water kind of drips and that kind of thing as you are coming down as well. There's kind of slowly there is the sound or the feel. Things get kind of like spongy underneath. You can tell there's like moss and that kind of thing starting to kind of grow as you go deeper and deeper down into this area. And let's see, you are going to come out into. Let me find here. This area over here. And let me go ahead. I'm going to move this piece of dynamic lighting so you can kind of see out. You're going to kind of, as you come down the pathway, you're going to come out into an area that is kind of filled with some dingy sorts of fungi and that sort of thing. This definitely appears to be a place where that is very damp and that sort of thing. There's definitely that sort of vibe to what is going on here.
There's just a wall in front of us.
No, that's kind of a doorway that opens up in front of
like
you,
an arch.
like a pathway. Yeah, kind of a natural arch there.
Okay, back to business. Left it is. Tried and true,
Have we officially put that in the charter?
I guess. Up to Cam, I think. Okay, so I guess going forward, do we just kind of want to like group up token and we'll just decide which way we head to make things going faster like we did for the rest of level 3, or shall I just continue my perception stealth ahead of the group? I guess we should have a marching order for that. Like that. What do you guys think?
I mean, if there's stuff in the dungeon, then we need to walk like one at a time, right?
All right. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, we should just do that. All right, so I guess I'll be being stealthy and checking for traps. I'll be ahead of the group, and we'll go. Guess which way? Left would be this way, up or down.
I mean, it's probably left from you would be up.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to roll stealth, you can.
I'll just do this and this.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you kind of step out of the passageway leading down from Skullport, and you can see that the passage here kind of splits into 3 different directions. There's a passage to your north, kind of to your south, and then off to the east. The sounds you can't really hear very much. Kind of as you step out into this main area, the ground is kind of soft, covered in dirt, uneven a little bit, and there's kind of like this muddy substance that you kind of step on, and kind of like as you take a look at it, like you kind of realize it's bat guano. Basically, like there's just like piles of bat guano everywhere, and just everything's kind of covered in it. It seems to be kind of the nature of this area. You can hear the sounds of the river more to the north of you. So that's kind of where you would gather that sort of sound is coming from. Weirdly, there was no announcer voice as you went down the stairs, which probably would have been something that you would have noted, I would imagine.
Was there like another like stone with more skulls in it?
There was not, no.
This is the secret way. Less traveled. Okay. I guess I was just waiting for everyone else to come up to me before heading up, or I could just go.
Because you're on Blueberry token, which doesn't have sight. What do you have? Do you have Devil Sight, or do you have just normal dark vision? I can't remember what you've got, Cam. Okay, there you go. That should be better. Everybody else working okay?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Yeah, Red, you're going to kind of move up to the north, and the sound of the river is going to get kind of louder as you get closer. The river is flowing slowly, but definitely kind of moving through here. You can see it's kind of floating through this area. The direction of it, just so you kind of are aware, kind of the way it is flowing, it's kind of moving in this direction.
Okay. And we've gone down, so like this river is kind of Going down? Because it's the same river from level 3?
Yeah, like that's what you would guess is this would be the same river. So, if you could move up a river, you might like, and it's also probably the river that was there by Skullport. It's probably all one river that just kind of has wound its way through and deeper.
Okay. And I want to ask you, Loren, going forward, because I think there was a podcast recently about passive perception and rolling for perception. Is it, if I roll lower than my passive, do I just get my passive, or is that not how we're going to do it?
No, that is not how we do it. If you are actively rolling, then you're going with what you roll.
Okay.
If you're depending on your passive, then yeah.
All right.
But rolling is like you are actively trying to spot something. Passives is
this the river right here? This brown?
Yep. It's kind of got a brownish color to it, kind of a brown green color.
Okay.
In the dark here. Yep. You can see across the way that it looks like there is maybe a passageway. If you could figure out how to get across the river, it's hard to tell how deep it is at this point. It's hard, could you ford it or not? There's no rocks or anything to really give you any judge of its depth. It doesn't appear to be like too fast of a river, so you could conceivably swim it or something like that if it's deep, but
Moon, I know you have, because you showed me a picture of your spell book, or, well, we talked about it, so I probably know you have water breathing. Do we want to use that just in case?
Yeah, this is like brand new, just purchased, copied into the book, just in case.
I think that's a ritual, ain't it? We could just...
Yeah, it'll take... Well, I have to cast it as a ritual.
Okay. Yeah, I think just in case, you might want some water breathing.
Yeah, if you guys don't mind 10 minutes.
Sure.
I mean, if we want to go this way.
Up to 10 willing creatures? Oh, cool.
And it lasts that whole day, so...
Yeah, you can take 10 minutes for that if you would like to. All right, yeah, you can now retain your normal respiration as well as breathe water if you would like to. And yeah, Cam, you can have Goner back.
Yeah, while we take our small little rest.
Speaking of rest, I should mention none of you got a full rest in. So I would say that you are all potentially operating with a level of exhaustion for this day.
Did Moon and Fenris get a rest? Because they were sleeping.
They got interrupted and woken up to...
What time of day are we talking from when we, like, how late in the night was it?
I mean, I wouldn't say it was that late. Because, I mean, the whole thing with Cam went down pretty fast, and then you sent the birds, so Red was not out as late as he could have been. So I'd say you only got a few hours of sleep in, not a full rest.
I guess I'll...
All right.
That's disadvantage on everything. That's going to be a no for me, dog. I think we should take a rest. It's disadvantage.
Yeah, what's this area look like?
I mean, it's just a big river in front of you. Yeah, it's hard. I mean, there's not much to see. Just water kind of flowing past. The path you're in is just kind of uneven stone covered in bat droppings and a little bit of moss and that kind of thing. Like I said, the big thing that you can see is across the way that does appear that there's another kind of entranceway.
Yeah, why don't we check out this little area, see if it's safe enough that we can make camp for the night?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
I think that's a bad idea going forward. I don't.
Yeah, you could do that for up to 500 pounds. So it would be, I'd imagine Aaran would have to go on his own disc.
I just have to stay within 30 feet. I don't know if that's enough to get across for him. Or no, 20 feet to move it. Could I ride with him? Am I too heavy?
I'm not sure how heavy you are.
I have 200 pounds down.
Aaran, how heavy are you?
I'm 260, but do we count our bag as well? Because with my bag, I'd be like 495.
Oh, you're the limit.
Yeah.
I can't get you across.
Yep.
Oh, I could get everybody else across, and then come back, and I could thunderstep with you. But everybody will know we're here.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty loud if we wanted to camp. But it might be safer across the river than here.
I could always put up the bubble too.
I mean, I could just swim, right?
You're gonna
Does
have
it look-
disadvantage going across.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I think we should.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, we have water breathing, so I could take my time.
How fast is the river moving?
It's lazy. It is not the fastest river.
Yeah, so it's swimmable.
Can I ritually start casting Detect Magic?
Sure, yeah.
Oh wait, how does swimming work with plate armor?
Technically, if you don't have a swim speed, you're just at disadvantage. Plate armor does not. There is no mechanic to make.
Oh, I already have disadvantage.
Yeah. So it's just difficult terrain.
Yeah, so we could try doing that.
Okay,
If the river's...
I was going to suggest tying a rope off with me, and then I'll go, and then in case something happens, you can pull me back, or you can go. I just.
Oh, how deep is the river?
So there's no easy judge of that. It just kind of sinks down in darkness, so it's kind of hard to tell, like, if that is the bottom that's reflecting kind of black back, or if it's yeah, it's pretty difficult to tell. There's nothing like sticking out of it that would give you any kind of gauge on it. So yeah, I don't think you've determined how deep the river is at this point. It's about 35-40 feet across, something like that from this point.
All right, so a quick Google search says that elks are excellent swimmers.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you have your elk. Yeah, I think that would make sense. Yeah.
So you guys can get across and then... Oh, true. Yeah, Moon could just be on the broom and ferry us across.
Yeah, that would work too. Yeah, as long as the broom is within distance. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay then.
I can't summon my elk?
You can if you want to, but you can just ride my little disc.
All right, I'll ride the disc.
All right. Yeah, then you guys can head across, I would say. Let me look at one thing here. I just want to let's see, because you said you were casting Detect Magic, right?
I would. Yeah. Before we go across, I'm gonna just see, is there anything out there magical?
Yeah. Give me just 1 second here. I just want to look at one thing to figure out what the... I'm trying to figure out what the school is to tell you of a thing, basically. I think, yeah, you're able to tell that there is something like mixed into the water. Like it's really, really faint up here. But you can tell that there's kind of like something mixed into the water that is magical. I think you are getting. Trying to figure out which magical effect this would be. Give me 1 second, and I will know what this does. I'm going to say that this is probably an enchantment effect in the water. That makes the most sense to me.
All right. I will look over to Cam and to Fenris, the other magical people in the group, and mention that. I think we'll be okay, but I can give it a try, and I'll start ritually casting floating disc.
Yeah, like this is definitely not a like it's not a thing in the water. It appears to be like a property of the water almost, right? All right, yeah, you can get your floating disc, and I think utilizing the flying broom, that would be a way that you could kind of start ferrying everyone across between those two things. Now, as you get partially across the water here, a creature is going to kind of like move. Let's see. For anybody who can see this, I don't even know that everybody has vision on this or not. Can anybody see the creature that I'm moving right now? I was going to say I think Moon might be the only one, but
No.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
Anything.
All right, yeah, never mind. There's no creature that you see yet, so you're gonna ferry across. So I think it's probably not until you get everyone across that this creature might move kind of to the north of you here, and it is going to kind of like this. You can see kind of north up into this cave that you're looking at here. There is kind of against the northwestern wall. There is a number of crystals kind of poking out of the ground in the wall here. And a creature is going to kind of like lumber over to it, and it's going to kind of bend over and start gnawing on one of the crystals. It doesn't appear to have noticed all of you yet as it does so.
Cam, stone gumming.
What do you think that is?
What does it look like?
Kind of like that. Like that maw has opened up and is like chewing on the stone.
Ooh, that's adorable.
You think it's friendly?
Let's see. I think I have a better picture of it here. Give me 1 second.
I mean, I think it's friendlier than anything in Skullport.
Is that a tail in front or is that a leg?
Yeah, it has like 3 legs, 3 arms, and like it kind of like turns its head and just like its head is like trying to burrow at this like it's that mouth is trying to burrow at this crystal in the wall.
Maybe we should have slept before. But I have a feeling this thing isn't gonna like us if we see it. If he sees it.
Greg gets his crossbow ready.
Which side of the river is it on? The side we're going to?
Yes, the side
we're on now. Yeah.
Yep.
So we have successfully crossed the river.
Yeah, your plan worked. There was no problem.
Is this thing impeding our progress, or can we just go the other direction?
There's only one path, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think you would have seen that when you went across the river, it looks like maybe there's another path kind of over on the side as well. So if you wanted to go back across the river,
don't be exhaustion babies either. I mean, this isn't our attack rolls or anything. I mean, Moon and I, we rolled all of Waterdeep with exhaustion. It's nothing. Yeah. Don't be babies. So.
Well, I'm just saying, like, are we gonna fight this thing?
Yeah, let's just fight it. Let's just kill everything.
What do you want to talk to it?
No, just
All
kill
right,
it.
all right. He got.
So red pulls a Dreyfus. And I guess we need to roll initiative then.
I feel like we need to let Red and Fenris kill things every few days, or they'll kill us. You know, it's sort of like having like a pet lion.
All right, you guys take care of it.
I did get my shot off, right?
Yeah,
Or
that's
initiative. Cool.
Oh yeah, wouldn't initiative be with disadvantage?
Yeah, initiative's a disadvantage.
fine. Yeah, initiative definitely is. Yep.
Oh, I'm not gonna get lower than that.
Again, I have no miniature, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna play, but I'll just.
You should, Cam. You're right here.
Yeah, I can't see anything. I've tried rebooting too, and I got nothing.
There. Let me try again.
Wait,
Better?
there I am. Oh yeah. Well, I just hit the refresh button, but yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you can
If
go
it
in.
needs crystals, it's probably full of diamonds or something.
All right.
I almost saw myself. Oh, there I am.
You're right over here. All right. Let me get these creatures into the turn order as well. And we'll just wait for Cam to get rolled in.
My bad. I have to check the exhaustion box so that it can math it out or whatever. Cool. There we go.
Let's see. I think that actually, did that give you the high one?
I don't know. It should just give me the first one I rolled.
Oh,
which was a which is a 14. So.
Okay. All right. Got it. All right. Sort you in. All right. Fenris, you are up first.
I took 29 damage, Loren.
Yes, it did.
Okay, awesome.
All right. Yeah, it just kind of roars when it takes that damage.
I'll just step up here so I can still see everybody, and I will cast.
Oh, hype! Not even messing around.
Oh yeah, you're just going for it. All right. Let's get you your spirit guardians.
Well, I can see at least one more of these things.
All right. Yeah, your spirit guardians start flitting about you. Remind me what your guardians look like, Fenris.
Oh, they look like angels.
Okay. Excellent. All right. Is that as far as you wanted to move?
Yeah, I think that's about as far as I could move. So.
All right. Cam.
Okay, I'm. Aaran and I still have bonus hit points. Did we get a short rest in waiting for Red to come back, maybe, or no? Or did he come back like right away, kind of thing?
I don't think you got a short rest in with.
Okay, how much damage would I have taken from the Illmater ritual? Like, does 10 damage sound about right? I mean, I know Elf Lady was going to town, but I don't know.
I would have healed you up.
Yeah.
So I'll take it away from my lay on hand.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do that.
Okay. So Aaran, you still have your 8 temp HP. I have my 8 temp HP. I'm gonna give Goner, Moon, Red, and Fenris 8 temp HP, and they can use their move action as a reaction. It doesn't provoke any opportunity attacks if they would like.
So Fenris, for instance, that can move you in if you would like to.
And then I'm going to viciously mock that one.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna tell it I've never seen a turd with so many arms and legs before. Yeah.
It doesn't understand you, but it obviously understands your intent.
Mm-hmm.
Because that hurts it.
Okay, well, oh yeah, sweet. It actually does damage. This is pretty exciting. Oh yeah. I'm so glad I contributed. Okay, that's it.
All right. This creature, at the start of its turn, needs to make a wisdom save. An 11 will not do it, so it is going to take something from your spirit guardians if you want to roll that damage.
Trying.
No problem.
The first one he rolled was like 13 when he cast the spell.
Oh yeah, I could just use that first one. That's fine. Or you've got it there. All right, 8.
Oh.
All right, yeah. He'll start his turn here with 8. He is going to.
Its speed is halved also.
Yeah. Right, because that is difficult terrain. You know what? It is going to take those jaws of its. Like it is just like yelping and crying out. As you just these angelic beings kind of blast through it. It is going to turn and it is going to burrow into the earth. And kind of like sink into the floor. Yeah, like it doesn't burrow, like the stonework doesn't disappear or anything. It just kind of like suddenly moves, like it turns and like just like drops down, and its head disappears into the ground as you can see those teeth kind of like look like they're munching, and it just is going to disappear into the ground. So that is going to happen with that one. Let's see, this guy is going to move over, and then this is difficult terrain, so 10, 20. Yeah, he actually can get right here, and he has to make a wisdom save as well. Which he will save, so he's only going to take half damage. And let's see. He is going to claw with his 3 arms and bite at you.
First one was a hit.
Okay, so that's 5 points of damage. All right, Red.
I'll just shoot at that one that attacked him.
Okay. Yeah, it's going to hit.
I'll
The attack is being sneaky, so that is good.
And I'll go over here and bonus action hide.
Okay. You feel hidden. Moon.
Okay. Since these things are moving around, I am going to go ahead and cast Jolene's Black Tentacles.
Oh. You're going to put that where exactly?
Hang on 1 second, I'm pulling up the template.
Okay.
Oh, I can't get them both. Darn. Okay. I will do it like that.
Okay, to get the kind of the north one.
Yeah.
All right. He needs to make a dexterity save, which he will fail. So what does this look like? There's tentacles branching out. He's going to take damage from that, and he's what, in difficult terrain now, or restrained?
He's in difficult. He's in difficult restraint. Sorry, I'm pulling. A creature has to turn in the area that is already restrained by the tentacles takes 3d6 damage on the start of its turn. It can make a dex or strength check against my spell DC to get out.
Got it. Okay. So it is technically restrained at this point. Is that correct? Like that's okay.
Or restrained when it starts its turn there.
Okay. All right. So it is restrained. It's just going to kind of howl, and yeah, it'll try to get out. So that's another dexterity save to try to get out. No, it does not. So it's just struggling against the tentacles there.
And then it'll take another bludgeoning damage. It could be that second roll I did on it.
Okay, got it. All right, Aaran, that'll bring you up.
All right, so half movement through allies, right?
Correct.
Okay, so that's 6. And I'll just swing at him.
All right, 23. That is a hit. 21 also a hit. Dang, you guys are going for the serious hits. All right, yeah, both of those hit.
And that's it.
All right, Fenris.
I will just go for a green.
So let's see. 15 is going to miss.
Okay.
All right.
Step right.
Yeah, fair enough. Cam, what would you like to try to do?
Yeah. So I'm gonna move closer. And those are tentacles down there.
Yeah, the green cube.
All right, one of them's been killed already. One of them's bloodied.
One disappeared into the ground.
Okay, this one that's right here, I would like to cast Dissonant Whispers on at first level. So here we go. That's a Wisdom saving throw.
It's going to save.
Oh, damn.
Does it take any damage, or is that half, or what does it do?
Those are very good questions. I believe it's an all or nothing spell.
I think you are correct.
Yep. On a save, it takes half the damage and it doesn't have to move away. So it takes 5 points of psychic damage.
All right. And then let's see. It's making a Wisdom savings throw against Fenris. Takes 19. It is just howling in pain. It is going to take the disengage action, and it also is going to burrow into the ground. Again, weirdly not disturbing the actual ground. Like it seems like it can like pass through the stone, basically. But it is going to disappear beneath you. Red, what would you like to do?
I still see that one way over there, and attacks against restrained targets have advantage?
Yes, they do. As long as it's not prone.
Okay. I guess I'll just shoot that one back there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be a bunch of damage.
I will,
anything else, Red?
I'll sort of move into... I'll get behind Aaran and I'll reload, and I'll hide. Okay.
Moon, what would you like to do?
I would go ahead and take two Eldritch Blasts at the restrained.
All right, yeah, the 26 will hit. You have advantage because of restrained. So if you want to roll again. And the 22 will hit. So 2 hits. 16 points of damage.
And then I will step forward.
All right. Let me see what restrained does. I guess he is going to try to get away from the restrained for his turn here. And he cannot, so he's going to just stay there.
Like another 3d6 from the...
Oh yeah, he's going to take 3d6. I'm going to roll that.
Yeah.
555.
15.
That's going to kill him. So when this guy dies, he is going to kind of like burst apart, almost like pieces of stone falling apart. There was not particularly much blood or anything as you were hitting these. It was more like chunks were kind of falling out of them as you would take hits and that kind of thing. And he's just going to kind of like burst into rubble as you finish killing him. And that is going to take you out of combat, everyone. And that is probably about where we should call it for tonight. Let me see where we are with XP here real quick. Give me 1 second to kind of handle that. Let's see.
Is there a bonus for 5-starring Skullport?
I do feel like we sort of 5-starred Skullport. I don't think there was anything else we could have possibly done there.
No, nothing else in Skullport. Nothing else I had planned for you.
Oh, thank goodness.
He tried
didn't want to be
tempting me to
disruptive
steal
to your
from
plan.
the Xanathar's Guild. And don't worry, Loren, when we get back, I'll totally do it.
Here's what I'm going to say. I am doing some, let's see. I want to do...
I do want to say that I'm sorry I killed that guy and wasted a bunch of time. I forgot that the psychic damage would kill him in the moment, which is a lame excuse because I've had a lot of NPCs get killed when they weren't supposed to by magic, but that's all I got for you.
That's fair. I mean, that's what happens. Okay, here's what we got for XP. Everybody is going to get... everybody gets 1,680 XP for tonight. And I'm going to say if you don't have advantage or inspiration at this point, everybody should take it because there was a bunch of RP and stuff, including RPing sleeping. So everyone should have inspiration for tonight, I would say.
Is that auto added, or do we need to add it ourselves?
You'll need to add it yourself. So it's 1680 to whatever you already had, which weirdly, Cam, you're ahead from tonight because you killed things on your own. But yeah, that is where we are at.
Imagining down the line when we're no longer dragons and she turns us into actual dinosaurs. And we just go through the dungeon with 2 T-Rexes.
Yeah.
Or one.
I mean,
one at a time.
That's the cool thing about sorcerers is the twin spelling of polymorph. Double dinosaurs. But still, one dinosaur is pretty sweet. If you ever want to be a dinosaur, just let me know. And Moon could take polymorph, and then we could double dinosaur it up. And I guess Fenris could eventually take polymorph. We could triple dinosaur it.
Is that a level 4 spell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next level.
Yeah, we'll just triple dinosaur it.
All right, good night, guys.
Yeah, one thing before everybody jumps off here real quick, if you would. Next week, I am going to have to be away, so I need to cancel next Tuesday's session. I'll put it in chat here, and I'll make sure I get refunds out to everybody, but I just wanted to let you guys know that. So no game next week.
All right.
Okay.
Catch y'all later.
Yep, have a good night.
Have a good one, everybody.